You want a war? You're going to get one.
What was that? He had no time for one more play.
He had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us. The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
the brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys game.
You literally.
The brother screwed us. The brother screwed us. We had one man opportunity for one more play.
Dallas still stinks.
You by the way, Kick Dingbat here, and the brother didn't screw us. He screwed the Cowboys. What is going on, everybody? How you guys doing tonight? Are you ready for some Sunday night football? It's a little easier to watch this game. I feel a little bit more uppity, you know what I mean? Little, juice in my step. You know what I'm saying? Electricity in my loins. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to watch this game. Dallas lost, great day. And, we making babies tonight. What is going on, everybody? Donnie, what's up? Lil G Griffith, New Jersey Nomad, Shante, Rocco, Risky, Logan Motorsports, Casper, my man. Hollywood is here. The Dubs, fam. What's going on? Bleeding Kelly Green, Tyler, Deep Voice, Bill, KSF, Richie, my man. What's going on? Deep Impact, Ronnie. Anybody that I missed, I apologize. Taylor Made, Logan, got his way, KSF, Truth Addiction, T. Washington, Rakeem is here. My boy Antonio Holmes is here. A Warrior Rage is here. And we are ready to rock and roll, man. It's going to be it's an interesting game. Of course, we've got to really, as an Eagle fan, you got to go against Detroit here, right? We want Detroit to lose. They are a direct threat to home field advantage, if we can even think about that anymore. But King George, what's going on, my man? Guys, says I want to see high-scoring tie game. I want a flat out Chiefs win. Were you a Chiefs fan tonight? I am tonight, yeah. See, I don't look at the Chiefs like, to me they're AFC, out of conference. They only affect us in the Super Bowl. Otherwise, I could care less about the Chiefs. But Detroit losing, that would be great. Get them an L. Then tomorrow we go in, Monday night, get Washington an L. And we're on our way. What's up, Natty? How are you? Salvador says, now we need Washington lost right. And all of a sudden things are looking really good. Yeah, all of a sudden things are right back where they should be. That's true. What do you got, man? What do you got, Mav? What do you got? I'll show you what. Well, I didn't play this, but this is what I would play. I didn't want to do it because I didn't want to root against myself. You know what I'm saying? But check this out. We'll do it early. ProfitX is the ultimate sports prediction market. Dive into peer-to-peer plays, create your own odds, and face off with fellow fans for bigger thrills and better payouts through exciting sweepstakes. Legal in 40 states. It's the smartest way to play. Get started now with promo code Philly500 and score up to $200 in ProfitX cash. That's $200 in ProfitX cash. Just use promo code Philly500. Let me know how it goes. You must be of legal age. Void where prohibited. All right, so I have two things really going on here, and I want to show you guys what I'm doing tonight. Shout out to Mav for telling me what he was doing. But here you got the Detroit Lions money line is plus 134. If I'm betting smart and not with my heart playing hard, you know what I mean? I take Detroit plus 134. However, I took the Chiefs minus 2.5 because I want the Chiefs to win. So if you guys like that, or you want to do something similar, go to ProfitX, get $200 of ProfitX cash. Just use promo code Philly500. And that was the play I did today. So now you guys know. Logically, I think the Lions should win this game. My hope is the Chiefs. We're still defending champions. Let's effing go, Birds. We're going on a win streak. I agree. Like I said in my video yesterday, you tell me one 4-2 team that ever management decided, hey, let's just trade all our guys away and just give up on the season. It's never happened. Why are we going to do that? Bucks don't even have all their weapons. They're a problem. We beat them. So fortunately, we beat them. And if we have a similar record, we would have the tiebreaker. Tampa Bay going into Philly in January would be a lot different than playing them in Tampa Bay. That's why I rooted for Tampa Bay today, because we don't play the Niners. We ain't done. We've got to figure a lot of stuff out. We got a lot of issues, but we're not done yet. 5 rings is missing in action, of course. Did you see Mark's latest video? This guy's insane. His latest video, he just released, how long ago? The title of the video is 49 minutes ago. He releases, Dak Prescott doesn't throw anyone under the bus. And the whole video is about how great Dak is and how he doesn't throw his teammates under the bus. You're not supposed to throw your teammates under the bus. What is he talking about? He has lost his mind. Philly, what's the news on Patulo? Is he getting demoted? I haven't heard anything, man. Haven't heard anything about that. Roll Philly Dogs, man. Thank you for the super chat. He goes, 500 is the deadline before our bye week. We need to move. I think it's right around I think it's week 8 or week 9. Yeah, so it's like right then. Ain't no way I can't see it either, though. That's the thing. But I think Detroit's way better than them, man. So we'll see. Mark had you timeout. I was on his ass. Yeah. He's like, oh, Dak was great. Everything, Dak was perfect. Oh, Dak's so great. Yeah, so great. Well, then why did he screw up that last drive? When you needed him under pressure, when the game was on the line, Philly, we really got to bet the Giants in 2 weeks can go 1-2 in the division. Oh, you got to beat the Giants. To me, the next 2 weeks are must-wins for the Eagles. You win the next 2 games, all right, then you're back on track record-wise. Then you have to figure out all the other stuff going on. Yeah, Penn State fired Franklin. I saw that. You are as delusional as I am. As Cowboys fan, I am. You're not winning. Wake up. Well, it's hard for anybody to say a Philly fan is delusional when you've literally just won 2 you just went to 2 Super Bowls and won one. I don't see how anything I say about the Eagles being good can be delusional. Ooh, he breaks a tackle on the kickoff. Good tackle. Let's go, man. This could be an interesting game, you know? I think Detroit right now arguably is the best team in the conference. Like if we're being honest and you look at who's playing the best football, I think the Lions. And that could change really quick. His next video is going to be like Dak brushes his teeth before bed every night. I know, it's crazy. It's just like, dude, Dak doesn't throw anybody under the bus. What are you talking about? We beating the Vikes and Giants, book it. All right, here's first down, handoff to Gibbs. Gibbs goes for a couple. Boy, it's loud over there, though. I can tell you that. That Chiefs Stadium's loud tonight. The throw to Renfro was icing on the cake. Yes. You're not winning, your team is trash. How can my team be trash when we just won a Super Bowl? Like, you got to give us something, you know. Now, next year, if you want to say stuff like that, if we don't win, then I think that's fine. But until we're dethroned, you know, we are who we are. 2nd and 6. Gibbs gets it. They're going to get him for a yard. Commanders ain't winning a Super Bowl. I don't think so either. Now, if the Commanders got tomorrow night, they should win. We'll be rooting against them. Then they got to play Dallas. Dallas will probably beat it. We may actually have to root for Dallas next week. We may need Dallas to win that game. I still can't believe the Cowboys lost to the Panthers. Isn't it great? So fitting. Jeb says, thank you for inspiring me, Philly. I got the courage to start loading my Inside Philly Sports. Oh, thanks. True inspiration, brother. My channel has almost 3,000 views in less than 40. Oh, very cool, man. What's the name of your channel, man? Throw it in the link. Throw the link in there. Everybody go sub them up. I'll check it out later. I'll check it out when I can. I'll subscribe as well. Thank you, man. Commanders winning the Super Bowl. You don't lose to the Giants if you are any good. Things like that happen. Weird things happen like that. If that was December, I would agree with you. I'm not saying we have it all figured out. We don't, but it ain't over. Here's a handoff, Gibbs. What the heck was that? DLG, man, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate it. Bring back Doug P. Send Kevin out the door. There you go. Well, Doug said he would do it, right? Eagles fan panicking for no reason? Nah. Fred Warner out for the season. Oh, is he? That's bad. All right. 2nd and 6 for the Lions. They're at their own 49. Opening drive. Goff back to pass. Looks, throws, caught. See that play, I don't know why the Eagles don't run that more. That little pass is there every time with AJ. And Roll Philly Dogs, man, earlier, thank you for the super chat as well, man. I didn't know if I thanked you or not, but I'm going to make sure. Jesse says, to all the Philadelphia EAGLES fans, it's a marathon, not a sprint. However, the offense has to be addressed and the Eagles have to get healthy. Agreed. There's no hiding our problems, but it's a long season. Here's Goff back to pass, looks, throws, dumps it off, first down and then some. Dude, everybody's trying to jump over everybody now. It's the 4th time I've seen that today. I'm looking 30. That's what I told my wife. I said, I'm looking like I'm 30. She said, I'm delusional. And it's because you keep telling me that I'm beginning to believe it. Cowboys will win all year. Will win what? Oh, Watner's injury is only dislocation, not season ending. Who are we talking about? Dude, you say the Eagles are trash. You can lose on any given Sunday. Super Bowl chance. That's right. You can lose any given Sunday. Oh, there's an end around to St. Brown. Nice tackle. Nice play. Roll Philly Dogs, man. Thank you for the super chat. He goes, we need a cornerback or edge. Can't have a Dory and Ringo out there. Do you think no one wants to trade with Howie? Will be good, though. I just think that for the kind of guy that we need, I think you have to wait till closer to the deadline. You know, guys you see getting traded now already were, like, teams already really didn't have need for them. We got to wait, I think, just a little longer. 2nd and 8, handoff Gibbs. And he's going to get about 6. It's going to be 3rd and short. The one thing with Detroit already, they're in 3rd and short all the time. He wishes 30. He's old like I know. I'm an old dude, John. Ain't no doubt about it. I'm old. I say pound instead of hashtag. I don't even know what hashtag means. 3rd and 2. I referenced the Brady Bunch today. That's how bad it is. Gibbs going to get a first down. They're going right down the field. Wyatt says, Eagles offensive line gets healthy and maybe get another player or two. Giants literally can't win a game without the starting left tackle, Andrew Thomas. That's true. Sometimes the best team doesn't always win. You know, if you don't play right, you're hurt, you overlook it, you're not ready to go. That was bad. That was one of the worst losses I can remember in years for the Eagles. But we'll see how they bounce back. All right, 1st and 10 at the 19. Goff, quick caught, then lateral back to Gibbs and get about 9 yards. I like that. Oh, we got royalty in the house. In the house, kiss the ring. Barbie the Doll Princess of YouTube is here. What is going on? Thank you for being here. Chris Melnick, thank you for the super chat. What about any player from Baltimore? Who would Howie go for? I don't know. I don't even know who would they even be willing to sell. You know, get me a pass rusher. AJ Brown's daddy, what's going on? AJ Brown's daddy. All right, 2nd and 7 at the 15. Handoff Gibbs. Gibbs cuts it back. First down. They got a 1st and goal. Eagles looked exhausted, yeah. Wesley Rock fell off his face. The ice wall. Oh my God, he did. Dave Does, what's going on? I'm real. I know you are, man. I know. Did you see the Giants trolled Eagles by putting the Phillies score on the scoreboard? Nah. The Giant fans. I mean, I'm not saying nothing. Let them have it. But boy, they can't handle winning. That's been building up for years with them because they're acting like they won a Super Bowl. But I'm not saying anything. Let them have their fun. Here's a handoff. Gibbs right up the middle. Boom. Going to get down to the 4. 7:34 left in this quarter. And the Chiefs haven't even had the ball yet. Dude, I really like the offense for the Lions, dude. I like their play selections. I like things that they do. Yeah, we're gonna beat Minnesota. We're gonna win the next 2 games. And then we're gonna go into bye, and we're gonna come out of bye, and we're gonna shock the world, and we're gonna light up Green Bay, and we're gonna beat Detroit. Second and goal at the 4. Handoff Gibbs. He's gonna get down to the 2. Don't forget the New York Giants need to come to Philly. Yeah, Kelly Green game also. Rumors online, KP get fired, Philly. Man, I've heard so many rumors, Mav. I don't know what to make of it. Like, we've heard that, you know. We heard that AJ Brown requested a trade. That wasn't true. Like, you know, we heard Nick Sirianni's taking the plays and he's going to call the play. Like, I don't know what to believe anymore. You know, I don't even know if the Eagles been around. Really, they've all probably been off since like for a couple of days, right? Because of Thursday game. Handoff Gibbs, and he's going to go down to the 1 yard line short. You only run that ball because you're going for it on 4th down. Mike, thank you for the super chat, my man. I appreciate it. He goes, 500 got my ring today. It's awesome. I'm glad you guys are all liking it. Everybody's getting it this weekend. They're telling me they like it. I'm so happy. That's awesome. I love mine. Do you see that guy's shirt? That guy's shirt, did you see the stands? It said Cowboys suck. I love that guy. I don't know who the hell he is, but I love him. 4th and goal. You have to call timeout. Oh, no, play action. Goff looks. Play's dead. So how you feel if Doug comes back? I just want to know. I don't know. You know? I don't think Doug was the super genius play caller everybody acts like. So I don't know, you know. I would probably wait, but if you want to bring him as a consultant, I'm okay with that. Did you guys see that dude? Did you guys see that dude's shirt on the side in the crowd? What an awesome dude! Truth Addiction at 500. How about the Bengals tried to get Tanner McKee before they got Flacco? I didn't hear that. Is that true? They would. The Bengals are too cheap. Ain't no way the Bengals would pay the cost of freight. Yeah, Frank Reich. I would love Frank Reich back. That I would be all about. How do you think about Leftwich help the offense? It feels as a match. Well, yeah. I mean, he's supposed to be like a. Yeah, I would be okay with that. Oh my God! Look at they'll throw to Goff. Touchdown! Whoa! Dude, Then Montgomery took a direct snap, threw it to Goff. Goff bobbled it. The ball got caught between Goff and a Chief on his chest, I guess, or back, and he picked it up and walked it in. Goff with a touchdown pass. Oh my gosh, that's great. Look at St. Brown block Duffy. I love it. Yeah, I Leftwich I've heard good things about in terms of like offensive mind. Why not? Frank Reich, yeah. Dude, I mean, look at the plays that Detroit called opening drive. I love it. Touchdowns, right. Wow, so they're saying illegal formation. That's a legal formation, the guy's saying. Oh, now they threw a flag. They're going to bring this back. Wow. Frank Reich's the head coach of Stanford. Yeah, I think he's interim and he's basically free to go whatever once the season ends. I think in December. So I don't think he's there long term. 2005 vibes for the Chiefs after losing the Super Bowl. Maybe, yeah. That's gonna be fourth down. That's a break for the Chiefs. So how do you feel about trading for them? I would love it. Although I really think you need a pass rusher more than a corner. We do you think stop going 2 points after touchdowns? Who do you think Sirianni stop going? I would, yeah, I mean, there's things that like that I wouldn't mind not doing. I think what's his face does that too much sometimes, but I like the creativity of their offense. Barbie.Priddle YouTube, they cheating, right? They're going for it again, like this right now. Like, to me, I like Dan Campbell. I like this head coach, but to me, this is like too much. Like it's over aggressive. Like 4th and goal, you don't come away with points on this drive. I think that's crazy. Fabio Davis Super Chat goes, NFL rules are so fake to football. They really are. Kick the field goal. Yeah, I mean, hit that mother humping like button. Exactly. If I see Ringo and Jackson out there at the same time, I'm going to snap. I hear you. Wow, and then they called the delay of game. Detroit was going to go for that. How about them Cal turds? Oh, I guess the Niners are no longer first place either. Nope. They tried the Philly special. Sorry, talk to tech sucks. Why do you think Sirianni stopped going for 2-point conversions? Why do I think he stopped doing it? I mean, I don't know that he did. He'll still do them in the right situation, but I would assume he didn't get them. Kick is up and good. All right. Interesting. This is going to be an interesting game. This is going to be an interesting game. Yeah, Dallas still stinks.
Dallas still stinks.
They mocked and mushed their teams Thursday night 500. Yeah, it was brutal. Philly 500. Mark Holmes said if Dak was on another team, he would have 4 rings. Dude, this guy's love affair for Dak is unmatched in the history of football. Matt says Eric Bieniemy for offensive coordinator. Where is he at? Warner fractured his ankle, needs surgery. That's a shame. Phil, you have to break out Tank. The Eagles, good luck, Kitty. Mark Holmes is drunk now. Yeah, I will. As soon as I see Tank, I will. He'll be around. Almost a 10-minute drive, I know. I love drives like that, man. We used to do that last year. They're backbreakers. They tire teams out. Lions are psychopaths. See, the thing is, I don't think the Lions' defense is championship material. I think their offense is, but I don't know about their defense. If we have to blame Patullo, why not put some blame on Sirianni? Sirianni needs a game plan better and scheme his better players. See, I'm gonna tell you, man. Like, I'm in the minority here, but I blame Sirianni more than Patullo for multiple reasons. One, why did you hire him? You should have known better. You should have known what we went through a few years ago. And then number two, I'm not so sure Sirianni is not having a big, giant influence on these play callings already. And that Patullo's kind of set up as a scapegoat. And I think the only reason Patullo was put there as offensive coordinator was because Nick wanted control of the offense. And that was his workaround. So I'm with you. I do blame him. Chris Malik, thank you for Super Chat. He goes, this reminds me of Monday Night Lions versus Ravens. Leave Jackson off the field. Lions win, but hope the Chiefs do. Yeah. Lions dropping 50 on this Eagles defense. If we don't fix it, they might. Luke, thank you for Super Chat, but man, appreciate it. What's Mark up to? Oh, he's doing Dak Prescott videos right now. I think he stopped streaming. After the Super Bowl, the front office gave Nick freedom on the offense coordinator. They did. All right, here's the return. Chiefs getting the ball for the first time. All right, Mahomes, what are you going to do? Didn't he call calls last year up to week 5 when they were 2-2? Yes. At times he was calling. That's what he said. He said at times he was calling the plays, certain parts of the game. That's what he said. And then it changed. And then he's done that a couple different times and have to give it back each time. There's Pacheco. Goes for a yard. How was Coop rated last week playing the outside? I didn't see what they rated him on PFF. I didn't see what the rating was. Eagles won despite Sirianni. It crosses my mind. It does. I try to give the guy credit for all he's done, but at the same time, certain decisions I'm baffled by. 2nd and 9. Mahomes looks, throws, Kelsey. Kelsey makes a move, going to get a first down, and then some. Kelsey still on his feet up to the 47-yard line. This is a must-win for the Chiefs. Must win. It's frustrating because KP has been in the building for a few seasons, so he knows a player's strengths and weaknesses. He should have already had a plan in place. Yeah, I agree. And here's what I also think that people don't talk enough about, but like when they come out sometimes in games like the first drive or so, they move the ball fairly well. They do a good idea. They do a good job. But when teams adjust and make Juju, go score! I got a first touchdown, Juju. Come on, man! I'll win $150. But they do a good job sometimes. When they come out, they'll go opening drive and get points, whatever. But when teams adjust, they don't make adjustments. In-game adjustments is really bad. Fabio Davis Super Chat goes, Eagles need to make it right and hire Deuce for offensive coordinator, right? They didn't even give him a chance, man. Man, I had Juju Smith-Schuster first touchdown of the night for $5 to win 100. Go, Pacheco. Pacheco, big hole. And he's going to get down to the 12-yard line. This could be a 48-45 game. Day 3 of Azzy 500 Stream UFC. All right, we'll see. 500 refs tried to give Cowboys a game today. Oh, yeah. Joel Perez says 500. Who are you rooting for? And who you bet? I'm rooting for the Chiefs. Chiefs both ways. Pause, no diddy. Chiefs, I played the Chiefs and I'm rooting for the Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 13. Here's a handoff, Pacheco. And he's going to get a couple. Chief script, right? Yeah, I'd be open to be enemy. You know. Yeah, Nick should shave his head immediately. Hit that like button, absolutely. She's gonna blow the Lions out. I hope so, but I don't think so. I think it's gonna be a high-scoring game. 2nd down and 8 at the 11-yard line. Chiefs going right down the field to answer. Mahomes, play action. Looking, gonna throw it away. We in the building, yes. Between the Lions being good on offense and the rest Chiefs combo, it should be a close game. True that. Chiefs definitely gonna win. I feel like they've got to, man. Like if they go 2-4, they're done. The last UFC had 2 great 205 fights. Oh yeah, I'll do it at some point. I want to do boxing for sure. 3rd and 8. Mahomes back to pass, looking, steps up, gonna run. He's gonna get hit and tackled at the 5. 4th down. Question is will they kick a field goal? Luke, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate you. Can teams take tips from the Lions? No, they didn't score there, but they look fun and legit. Eagles could even take some notes also. Don't count the Eagles for Super Bowl contention. It's week 6, not 13. 1,000% agree with you on all fronts. They should look at the Lions offense, some of the things they do. And yes, it's way too early to be writing them off when they're 4-2. I agree. It's not week. If it was week 13, we'd have problems. Mahomes looks a 4th down, goes. Worthy touchdown. It's going to be a good game. The Chiefs, they've got to win this game. And this is great. If the Chiefs beat the Lions, that helps the Eagles. Did you watch the Boots Ince fight? No, I didn't. I didn't watch anything last night. He missed the field goal. He missed another field goal. What's with this guy, man? This game's got all the makings of weird. 6-3. You bring Eli Ricks up for the practice squad? He missed it. And it's being canned. He needs better comp. I want to do some boxing. He's like Jake was last year. Yeah. Buckner no good. He's missing field goals and like chip shots, and he's making the big ones. Chiefs kicker terrible. Didn't he miss 2 last week? Disney Plus. I have Disney, and I'm looking for all these like old shows. I can't find none. Gotti, thank you for the super chat. I hope we get Eric Bieniemy as offensive coordinator next season. I wouldn't be opposed. Maybe he didn't go to confession. Maybe. Mahomes was lucky he's Andy Reid his whole career. I agree. Yeah. And for some reason, too, the offensive coordinator stayed a long time. Not that it's not Andy's offense, but crazy. 500. My hope is the Eagles come in angry in Minnesota like should have in Jersey against I agree. They need to come out like angry and need to come off like playing like to destroy them. I agree. You're a coach for boxing as well? Oh, very cool. Yeah, I like boxing. I've kind of like gotten out of it in like recent years, just haven't been following it, but I want to start watching it again. And I was thinking, man, that would be fun to stream. Boxing, you could stream. I could be doing it like that, doing a fight. Like, boxing would come over good, I think, on live streams, especially with, like, with a scorecard and stuff. If we trade Brown, what would you want? Nothing. I have no interest in trading Brown. If I had to, I have to get at least a first-round pick in return. I'm not doing it. I'm starting to see that the tush push is just for us. Ravens ran 3 times and couldn't score. Yeah, I mean, only we can do it, and yet everybody cries about it. All right, here we go. Who care? I don't care that Taylor Swift or Caitlin Clark are there. I could care less. Could care less. Yeah, I like Rocky. 500, if we lose the next 2 games, is Nick gone? No. I think Nick could lose the rest of the games all year, and he still wouldn't get fired. You're not going to fire a Super Bowl winning quarterback, a guy that took you to 2 Super Bowls in 3 years. Ain't going to happen. Hey, Gotti David Super Chat. Cowgirls lost. That makes this week a bit better. It makes it way better. I'm enjoying tonight way more because they lost. There's a pitch out to Montgomery. I'm going to get about 4. Trading Brown is a $16 million hit and $43 million next year. It's no for the it's a no for me, best receiver in the Eagles history. Yeah, I ain't doing it either. And I mean, if it comes to a point where he's requesting and you have no choice, it's got to be at the end of the year. It can't be now. If Philly 5 had a boxing career character, it would be Ruiz? No. Hell no. It would be Iran Barkley. There's a pass. Laporta. They just go right down and score. Say what we want about the Chiefs, but their defense never gets bullied by bad teams like ours do. I mean, the defense hasn't been good with the pass rush, with the edge rushers, but man, they haven't been all that bad. Like, it hasn't been all terrible on defense, but last week was just horrendous. We are already at the end of the first quarter. Is that crazy? Dude, that was like the fastest quarter ever. All right, let me update my clock. Oh, crap. There we go. The NFL owes Buffalo the Super Bowl after getting screwed twice by the Chiefs. Well, they got to show that they could beat them, So, do you see how he making a move this week? I don't know about this week. I think he'll make a move by the trade deadline, unless we lose to Minnesota. I think if we lose to Minnesota, they may be like, why are we going to do that? But if they beat Minnesota, I could see it. More like Butterbean? Nah. Maybe now I'm older. I'm more like old fat Foreman. Maybe Andrew Galata, but not my youth. Gotti David Super Chat goes, next draft, should we go for a cornerback and replace Lane? If there's somebody to replace him with. I'm not going to draft like a right tackle just to draft the right tackle. The Bills didn't get screwed by the Chiefs. Josh Allen choked. I don't know. I think about that one playoff series where he literally gave them the lead in overtime. And he came off the field and they still lost. I can't blame Allen. This offseason, A.J. Brown will be traded, Sauce Gardner, a first-round pick. Eagles aren't going to trade for Sauce Gardner. There's no way. You got to pay Q, you got to pay Cooper, and Sauce Gardner's already making money. I don't know why people want to trade him, man. I don't know why people want to trade him. I don't get it. Sandeep, man, I'm sorry. I apologize. I missed your super chat. He goes, my God, Eagle fans are some of the dumbest. I hope we get this offensive coordinator, that offensive coordinator. Grow up. We stuck with the mess. Yeah, we're stuck with him for this year, I think. That's true. James, thank you for the super chat. He goes, I hope the Eagles players were given the weekend off to get their heads right and back at the lab on Tuesday to get their game right. I think that's what happened because I haven't heard anything from them. Here's a handoff, Montgomery. Start the second quarter. He almost broke down. Boy, I like their running back 1-2 punch. Buccaneers looking like the best team in the NFC. Well, I hope so because we already beat them. Dak threw a pick in the playoff game versus the Packers. It was a pick 6. And that was while Mark was looking for Super Bowl tickets. Here's a handoff. Montgomery going to get about 4. They're already at the 23-yard line. Marcos buys into Dallas like buys into James Franklin choking every year in Penn State. Eagles are at least third in the NFC seeding now. Yeah, it's early though. They've got the tiebreaker over the Bucs. They've got the tiebreaker over the Rams. And we're not going to have to worry about the Giants making the playoffs. So we just got to figure out our stuff and we'll be all right. 2nd and 4, Goff, play action, rolls out. And it's going to be, St. Brown's going to be stopped. We the ones, thank you for Super Chat. He goes, Hurts needs to quit missing throws too. Yeah, well, Hurts had his worst game of the year versus the Giants. It probably was the worst Hurts game I've seen in a few years. It was bad. Oh, Task. I love that show. Do the Lions have a new offensive coordinator? Yeah, they do. But they're actually using the playbook that they had. That's what I don't understand. Why do we just throw away our playbook? We don't use anything that Moore had. Hardly anything. Goff in 3rd and 3, looking, throws, caught! Jameson Wood, touchdown. They can score, man. I view the Lions as the toughest team in the NFC right now. I would put them over Tampa. Lions offense is good. They're real good. Here's my prediction. We're gonna struggle and beat Minnesota. We're gonna beat the Giants, but not play great. We're gonna go in the bye week. We're gonna come out and late in the game versus Green Bay, we're gonna hit a game winner, game-winning field goal. The guys are gonna be all excited. They're gonna run the field. It's gonna be a big deal. The next week, the Eagles are gonna beat the crap out of the Lions. And that's when we're going to get red hot heading into the playoffs. That's what I think is going to happen. I'm going to have to start watching Tess the way you talk about it. It's pretty good, man. Maybe it's just because there's been so much crap, but I've enjoyed it. I thought last week's episode was the best one. And Tess, who do you think? I know who the mole is. I don't want to say it out loud. But last week's episode revealed it. Oh, 3 day in super chat. Lions over Tampa. What, 500? I'm sword of Tampa. I'm just saying, I think if Tampa played the Lions, I think the Lions will win. I just think they're better. I think the Lions right now are the best team in the NFC conference. They're playing way better than we are. Let's face it. Goff is good. If you could get Goff early, you'll rattle him the whole game. Must be nice having a healthy offensive line. But see, whose fault's that, right? Our offensive line's all banged up. Don't you think it's the coaches' problems? Like why are you playing them if they're hurt? I'd almost rather have healthy guys out there and resting these guys. Maybe if you would have rested Dickerson after that Cowboys game for a couple weeks, maybe if you just let Cam Jurgens, get his back right, at a normal pace, maybe we wouldn't be banged up. No, I still have one episode left. As Eagle fans, I think we miss playoffs as long as Petula calls. Oh, if we miss the playoffs, it's going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly. Yeah, I think if you could get Goff early and hit him around, I think he throws him off the whole game. Lions O-line is not healthy. They're missing. Yeah, you're right. They are missing some people. We would be 1-4. I would say we would be 1-4 if it wasn't for Hurts. Even though he played bad against the Giants, I think a lot of those games he helped pull out, especially because he didn't turn the ball over. You guys have a weak practice according to Avante Maddox. Oh, yeah. No, he's right. Our practices are light. And this has been an issue with us, a lot of Eagle fans. He's not wrong. I mean, you look at the practice last week, it was off Monday, walk through Tuesday, Wednesday, then you played the Giants on Thursday. I want Fred Johnson in Dickerson's spot. If he could play it. Best underrated show out is From on MGM. It's called From. What's it about without giving me away? I'll check it out. I'll check out pretty much any show. I always look for something interesting to watch. Torrio says, I think the coaches didn't rest Dickerson and Jurgens because they don't have faith in the backup to handle it. The depth at center and guard is questionable, to say the least. Yeah, I get it, but at what point is it better just to deal with it? I don't know. Here's a return up to 30. I'm not a hater. I don't think you're a hater. I think it's a legit criticism. Jalen has games like he did on Thursday, far in between. These other quarterbacks do it in the playoffs, though. That's the difference. Agreed. I agree. First and 10. Mahomes looking, spins away, throws wide open, caught at the 50. Nick says you just can't look at the coaches losing the locker room. Our defense is massively underpaid relative to their skill. $300 million offense is performing worse than any other. Yeah, that's true. It's not just the coaches. A lot of what they're paying, you got to remember a lot of the salary on the defense are young guys. So they can't even get extensions yet. That'll change over the course of a couple years. You'll see in a couple years it'll be the Eagles' defense with the majority of the cap and the offense retooling. Mahomes looks, throws, caught. Our offense is predictable. Yeah, I agree. I'd rather Jalen call the plays. Me too, Mark. The missed tackles were bad. I hadn't seen that many missed tackles since the Tampa Bay game. From is so good. I told you 500. Okay. Well, I don't remember. I'm gonna write it. Let me text myself. Check out From. Injury timeout. All right. I texted it to myself. People talking about practice. Sirianni doing exactly what he did last season and was praised for keeping the team fresh. Yeah, I wasn't one of those people that did it. I always complained about it. I don't think that's the biggest deal. I don't. But players have said a lot about that. Vontae Maddox saying something in Detroit. Yeah, the dude, what's his face in San Francisco. They've all said that the Eagles' practice is way lighter than other teams. Jalen Hurts is Jalen Tebow. Ash Sills, I see it too. I think he's a better thrower than Tebow, and he won a Super Bowl. Tebow would never. I don't think Tebow could win you a Super Bowl. Not that he's bad under pressure, because I don't think Tebow is, but I just don't think he can get you there. Kyle, thank you for Super Chat. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is an all-time underrated show. Yeah, I've not watched that one either. Jack, thank you for Super Chat. The Stoutland University crap is way overblown. Well, right now, it ain't working. Hey, Philly, can we sign CJ? Technically, yes, you can. He's on the Baltimore Ravens practice squad, so you can literally pluck him off the practice squad right now. But they won't do it. Hey, Philly, just bought eggnog at my local Walmart. Oh, very cool. We need to replace Jurgens with our rookie. Colts going to the Super Bowl. Could you imagine if you're the Giants fan, and 1 year Barkley he goes to the Super Bowl, wins it. The next year you get Daniel Jones, and he goes to the Super Bowl and wins it. If Howie didn't sign CJ yet, he isn't going to. I agree. Unfortunately, I agree. I think Detroit's going to win this game, but I'm rooting for Kansas City. I think this week's an interesting week for the Eagles. Like, I don't see, after the performance versus the Giants, I don't see how you can go into Minnesota and play like that. Like, I don't think that's survivable. Here's Mahomes going to keep it and get tackled. Gain of a yard. I love you too. How can you be a fan of two teams? I don't know. Well, I'm a fan of two teams. I love the Eagles and anybody playing Dallas. Those are the two teams I have. Unless I got money on a certain game, but better pray for Q healthy. I know. You ain't kidding. 3rd and 4 for the Chiefs. They're driving at the 43 of the Lions. Handoff, Hunt. Hunt's going to get about a yard short. They're going to go for this. No, hamstring injuries are probably a couple weeks. Would not surprise me if he's out till after the bye. Not directed to you. Oh, muchacho. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I just interjected myself. My bad. Eagles will be fine after the bye week. We bounce back against Wentz. Yeah. Calzone. Thor Calzone. 4th and 1. Handoff Hunt. He's got it. Leo, what's going on, man? How are you? 500 Mark's computer literally blew up during the live stream. It took all of us at least 5 minutes before we realized he wasn't on it blew up. It like blew up. That must be all the bullshit he's shoveling. Did you see his latest video title? Dak Prescott doesn't throw anyone under the bus. What the hell does that mean? No, that's funny. Like really like blew up, or just crashed out. I was wondering why he's not streaming. Here's a flea flicker. Mahomes going to keep it and run. And he's going to slide at the 27. Real sparks. Wow. That's that satanic stuff he's got going on, man. That's like poltergeist. Have you ever been told you look like Eddie Munster from Munster? Yeah. Yeah, because of my Widow's Peak thing? Yeah. I'm much better than him. I really more look like Denzel Washington, let's face it. I'm rooting for the Chiefs. Mark spilled his glizzy juice all over. It's probably what it was. He probably got food on the wires. Look more like Big Boss Man. Man, I gotta get in shape. I can't be compared to these people anymore. But they all want me, man. Mahomes back to pass, looking, get prayer. Oh, he fumbled. He fumbled. Oh, he got it back. He got it back. Viking games is one where you know they're going to put up points. Our liability at quarterback dictates that we will have to go for it with our passing game. Our offense has to get it together. Yeah, I mean, I just don't think you can go into this game and be flat or struggling. Like if you can't answer the bell after what happened with the Giants, I question whether we can all year. Jeez. 3rd and 18. Come on, Juju. Almost got a first down. He's a yard short. Philly off topic, you can fix that Widows peak by taking Monarch's chewable. What the heck is that? I don't think I could get rid of it. Because I'm not balding. I don't have any hair loss, but I've always had that widow's peak. I'm like a Italian vampire. I'm an Italian vampire. We're not winning with Ringo and Jackson on the field. Not happening. Well, we got big problems then. Juju Smith got more catches than A.J. Brown. It's crazy. It is. Get your bar box off. Nah, I ain't doing that. I am who I am. It ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. It looks really bad with my hat on. They have no faith in Buckner. I think Jalen Carter is itching to do some damage. Let him do it to Carson. Get your mohawk back. I'm an Italian vampire. Everything looks like veal parmesan. 4th and 1, they're going for it at the 19. Mahomes rolls out, looks, throws, incomplete. Good defense. That looked doomed. That looked doomed at the snap. Too long to develop. Not gonna lie, my hairline was effed up, man. That's way back there. But the ladies love, bro. Oh yeah. I've never had no bad complaints. I got a full head of hair. 500. Thanks for having my back throughout the years. You were the man with the plan. You too, my man. Right back at you. Big Philly, we gotta get in shape. You know? You on the Bam Bam Bigelow side of the game now. You ain't kidding, dude. We gotta do it. I actually hit the gym. Last week. And I haven't been able to move since. But we're getting back into it. The babyface assassin is on the comeback trail. I'll tell you that. No, I never had a mullet. Hell no. What is my name? Copizzle from Tennessee? Or wherever he's from, Louisiana? I don't know what state he's from. Denzel don't need a hairline. Tell him, brother. That's right. Planet Fit, no, my whatchamacallit. There's a place like for the neighborhood. I got in there, boy, I was like, damn, everything hurts now. But I'm trying to get back into it. If I definitely had a rat tail when he was definitely no rat tail. Nah, I hated the rat tails, dude. Hated those things with a passion. Never. I used to get when I was like early teens, I liked flat tops because I had real curly hair, and I was like, I hated it, like, couldn't comb it. It was really, really curly. So flat top I would like, but then when I got like late teens, early 20s, like grunge days, I had the shave, all the sides shaved except for the top, all hair, like down to here. Like I was all in the grunge thing. Not gonna lie. I know I gotta get shaped. They're coming. I'm gonna do it too. I'm gonna do it this year. It's my goal. I'm gonna be like, I bought tickets to the gun show. Let's roll. So you have braids in the early? Nah, I never did braids. Yeah, I'll get you. I'll get some. I have to get them from my mom. 500 was a dog. 500 was like Brian Dawkins in the days. My early 20s. 6'2", 210, like around less than 10% by fat, lifting every day. Didn't miss a day at the gym for 5 years. Now I don't miss a meal. I got to get back into it. I'm feeling it. Babyface assassin coming back. Nah, 500 never had a mohawk. Nah. I just used to wear my hat like this though. I was very Guido, How many of these Pizzle make? I don't know. No mullet, nah. You white rerun? I am. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, Brian. I'm gonna get there, man. I'm gonna get there. I'm fasting tomorrow. 36-hour fast tomorrow. That's what I got. We rolling. I tried all the cardio stuff. Don't work when you're older. I need to lift. Goff, go, baby. Oh, don't go. Fumble it. Did you see KP on here comments? Did you see KP on here comment on you? Who? Kevin Patullo? Phil, will you make a Cowboys video after the game? Nah. Probably not tonight. JD3, thank you for super chat. He goes, you and Mark ain't gonna have much to talk about this week. Who played crappier? I guess laughing my ass off. Enjoying the stream. Thank you, JD3. Well, you know what? When you got videos like what he did, Dak Prescott doesn't throw anyone under the bus. I gotta go at him. There's a handoff. Gibbs right up the middle. Gibbs. He almost broke that. Philly, the thing about working out is getting enough protein, magnesium, potassium about 40 minutes and an hour after workout to prevent cramping and better muscle. Yeah, I agree. I believe it. Grow it out and permanent. Them years of working out definitely helped us with health implications to survive this long. You ain't kidding. I know. I still got like normal blood pressure. Like, what the frig? I can't believe it. My doctor can't believe it. I said it's because I eat spaghetti. It's got to be the tomatoes. Damn, Gibbs says keep going. 500 thoughts on the circulating rumors that the Eagles are heavily considered Franklin as their new offensive consultant. Yeah, no thank you. Mark is, yeah. Yeah, Detroit's got a good run game, a good 1-2 punch. Dallas still stinks. Chiefs defense is trash. I'm telling you, the Lions, man, they can score at will. You got to score back. You got to answer back with points. Here's Goff back to pass, getting pressure. Oh, that's intentional grounding. Don't let that. No, I won't. Hell no to Franklin. Just out. Thank you for super chat. Is Mark Holmes okay? He's still crying. He's in major. What's he crying about now? He probably has another video out. Oh, he does. Yeah. Trevon Diggs has had enough. Throws coach under the bus. So here you go. He goes, Dak Prescott doesn't throw anyone under the bus. And then he comes back. Trevon Diggs has had enough. Throws coach under the bus. So it's like, okay to throw a coach under the bus if Dallas does it, but then it's classy if Dallas doesn't do it. This guy's insane. All right, it's a big 4th and 2, by the way, at the 44-yard line. Goff in a shotgun, back to pass, looking, getting pressure, throws, incomplete. Wow, that's a big loss. That's big. Chiefs take over. Just out there for Super Chat goes, is Mark Holmes okay? He's still crying. He's still crying, man. The Eagles have few tradable players: Dean, Dotson, Trotter, and maybe Blankenship. He hasn't been doing anything this season, and his contract at the end of the year. Yeah, I don't think you need to trade players though. Like, I think you could trade draft picks. They've got so many draft picks. Just trade a draft pick. I mean, it depends. It depends who we get. You know what I mean? Deep Impact says, "A word to Cowboy fans." I don't know. Dak didn't win at Mississippi State. No. Penn State University will throw money at Mike McDaniels. Eagles are going to have to make him one of the top paid offensive coordinators. Question is does he want to go to college football? What up, Philly 500? Everybody, Dallas still stinks. They do.
Dallas still stinks.
I want to see a game touchdown for touchdown-ish. Yeah, I thought we would get that in this game, and we still might. I cannot believe the Buccaneers are the top in the NFC. The Eagles beat them. The Eagles already beat them. We got this. Fat Sonny, thank you for the super chat. Doesn't say anything but Fat Sonny. Philly's going to laugh at Mark at Celia's show. What's he going to say? He's going to try to talk about the Eagles, and they blew at the Giants, and it's worse to be the Eagles. He'll be like, well, really, truthfully, Cowboys, they don't expect anything from, but the Eagles, I mean, they're supposed to be good. It'll be something like that. Yeah, I heard Dean was going to get traded. Well, I mean, they could trade a linebacker. I wouldn't trade them, but they could. Like, what are they getting in return? That's the question. You need a pass rusher. Did he get fired? Not that I know of. 500, can you give a shout out to my fat cat? Yeah, shout out to your fat cat. Do not extend Jordan Davis either. Who do you extend? Wentz got a minor shoulder injury. We might get McCarthy. I want Wentz, dude. I want Wentz. Philly, did you fire Patula and Sirianni yet? No, not yet. Hey, Philly, I got confidence in you. I went from 350 to 259. You can do it. I'm doing it, man. I'm going to do it. I'm not going to rush it. I'm going to give myself a year. A year and a half. Just going to make good habits, I'm going to do it. Mahomes throws caught. We're going to finally do this, mother humper. I've been talking about it for years, and I never do it. I'm going to be back. Return to the Mac. And I'm going to wear my hat like this. Leo says, before it went down, I told Dallas fan base on Mark's channel that they ought to concentrate on just their team and not manufacture controversy for ours. Exactly. They always do that. They always set themselves up. Mark set himself up all week. He has the shirt, stars are aligning, and then it's like one video about the Eagles, another video about the Eagles, about Dallas is getting ready to make a big trade to make a run. And you can't even beat the Carolina Panthers. Did Mark drink the hot dog water? I don't know. We need 3 to 4. We need 3-4 right now. Dean, Bond, Trotter, Campbell, Coop outside. Don't know where the blitz come from. I don't think they'll do that, though. I'm 6 months in, 245. That's very awesome. Cut out sugars. That's awesome. Is it bad that I want the Eagles to get blown out until Petula gets fired? No, I kind of get it. I get the frustration with it. I do. Because I felt like that at the end of 2023. That's how I was starting to feel. When they went in and they needed, one game to beat the Giants to win the division, they couldn't do it. And then they lose to Arizona. I was like, oh. People are saying Pearson or Frank Reich to come back to the Eagles. Well, people are throwing those names out. I don't know that that's going to happen. Minnesota doesn't put up points. Pass rush comes through with Dean playing and Campbell edge rusher. What I want to see is I want to see them win, but I want to see them make adjustments, How many offensive coordinators is Jalen going to have? I don't know. Because Petula looks like he's on the verge of not making it. And then if he does make it, it means he did really good. So does he go get a head coaching job? You're going to have a lot unless you get a guy who's not wanting to be a head coach. That's why Frank Reich may be a good move. Because Frank Reich, he's not going to be a head coach anytime soon. So you may have him for a couple years. I don't want anybody that has association Nick. I kind of want Mike McDaniel, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I want somebody with a really imaginative offense. No way Doug is coming back. Reich isn't coming back till after Stanford. Well, you can't get an offensive coordinator to a new one right now. There's a pass at Kelsey, first down. Even if you, let's say you hired Doug, you wouldn't hire him as offensive coordinator. You hire him as a consultant. You can't change the coordinator with a guy from outside the team in the season. It just won't work. It's like what they did with Fangio, right? They made Fangio a defensive consultant, thinking that Gannon was going to leave and then he would take over. And then Gannon screwed us. Mahomes back to pass at the 32. Looks, throws deep. Overthrew him. Slick, thank you for super chat, my man. I appreciate it. Gotta play Dean and put Campbell at edge. Dean is a better run stopper or linebacker than Campbell, and we need it. Campbell can rush and still drop back at coverage better than any other edge we have. I would like to see that experiment. And they asked Fangio about it, and he didn't really want to give up anything on it, which my feeling was that it's something they're going to try, but he doesn't want to give away, the plans. And thank you for that super chat. 2nd and 10. Mahomes looks, throws. Kelsey just dropped it. Jack Dwight, thank you for super chat. If DeJean can play outside, then put him there. And what are you going to do in the middle, though? Kelsey drops it, yeah. Your stepmother's birthday is on October. That's good. Tell her happy birthday. Third and 10. Mahomes looks, throws, overthrew Kelsey again. Flags coming late. I don't know. I don't know about this call, man. I want to see this again. Chiefs get a flag to bail them out. Ball's uncatchable. It was, nothing near him. It's like the Cowboys. Get breaks all the time. He wasn't going to catch that anyways. You sin. You sin. You sin. A mortal sin. You sin. I don't like that call. Mahomes rolls out, looks, throws, caught. Kelsey down to the 1-yard line. Illegal contact after 5. Well, they call pass interference. Yeah, it was uncatchable. 1st and goal. Damn, if Detroit can lose this game. But they called pass interference. They didn't call hold. It grabbed his neck, but they didn't call hold. I hate it. I hate the call, but it is what it is. I'll take it. I'm rooting for Kansas City here. I got Strado on him. Kelsey just got hit in his head, and he gets up, and he's like, 4 times 7 times 8. Qualified by the gravitational pull. All of a sudden, he's like a genius. He's a moron beforehand. He gets hit in the head. Now he's a genius. Refs already took a touchdown from the Lions on the first drive. Yeah, you're right. What do you think about Eagle? Oh, I like it. I like that, Rob. I mean, that's something you have to do in the off season, but I'd be up for that. Go Bears. Yeah, Bears tomorrow night. I'll be streaming both football games tomorrow. Well, we'll watch a little of the beginning of the first one, then we'll go over to the Washington game. 1st and goal. There's all sides on Detroit. Touchdown. Doesn't matter. Kelsey's out there. He's doing his scientific quantifications. Even though that's not a word. Kelsey, I'm telling you, fell on his head. He's a genius now. Yeah, decline. Kelsey falls on his head. He's now solving world hunger. How come you fall on your head like you get, like you lose your memory or something? How come you never become like a genius? Like it doesn't ever work the other way. Like your brain gets wired differently, and all of a sudden, like you can do stuff that nobody else can do. Philly, think about this. Do you try to pound the ball against the Vikings knowing they can strike quick and JJ and Addison, or go tit for tat in the passing game so we don't run the clock? Well, I think normally you would run the ball, but I think that the tendencies are so skewed one way that I don't think the Eagles can afford to not throw it. That's how I feel. Vic will be focused on the game now. The Phillies choke. Yeah, probably right. Chiefs bought their rest back. Yeah, some people do. He made the extra point. Yeah. Some people, I don't know, man. I never heard of a case where like a guy falls off a motorcycle, hits his head, and then all of a sudden, like he's like doing like long algebra or whatever, he's like building space rockets. Because everyone crashed out and tried to be a genius. I mean, I'm just saying, if it goes to one extreme, why can't it ever go to the other? Like, dude, like I banged my head, and now I'm building Teslas. Sean Stepp, thank you for super chat. Ringo and Jackson versus Vikings equal beatdown. Oh, I agree. I agree. If that's the case. Trying to ignore my tux kitten, Ken. Huh? More concerned with the offense and defense against Vikings. Yeah, me too. Well, I did check on Mark. Like, I checked on his videos, and he was just being delusional, so he's fine. Yeah, like Doctor Strange. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like, did you ever hear, like, people, like, I heard, like, people bang their head and then, like, have a different accent? Like, I swear, like, somebody, like, you know, bang their head and all of a sudden they got an English accent. Like, there's got to be something that, like, a certain way you bang your head and all of a sudden you're, like, a genius. Slick, thank you for Super Chat. Goes, hey, Philly, let's trade for Andrews and have him and got our block for Saquon in the run game. I mean, I can't. I mean, look, I like Andrews. I don't know if the Eagles would do that. I mean, they can't even use the weapons that they have, and you can't just bring Andrews in as a blocker. I mean, I get the thought process, but I just think you're just going to waste them. Philly 500, a person fell on their head and ended up with a photographic memory that became. Was that true? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like, seriously, like, it's got to happen the other way sometimes, right? What accent would I want? I don't know. Definitely not Australian. Definitely not French. I don't know. Maybe like a Trevor Lawrence surfer dude. A cowabunga dudes. I just banged my head. Something like that. Philly happening is called acquired servant. Is it real? Servant savant syndrome. Look up Jason Badge. Really? And he became a genius? See, I knew that could happen. You knew it. I definitely wouldn't want a British accent. I couldn't do it. I couldn't deal with it. That's why I have a hard time with Peaky Blinders. Goff throws a brown, caught. Surf's up, dudes. Yes. I thought the surfer accent was fake until I was surfing Hawaii and met someone with one. Yeah, no, they're a real deal. I like the English accent or Australian women like that. Scottish is all right. Totally bodacious, dude. Yeah, that would be it. Or it would have to be from like some small country that nobody's ever heard of. That would be cool. So that's why I don't understand the Eagles bringing in Tank Bigsby for special teams. I know, I don't get it either. Maybe Patullo, maybe the Eagles banged their head. Maybe Howie banged his head or something. I don't know. 3rd and 2, 22 seconds left. 13-10 Chiefs. Lions at their own 40. Goff back to pass on 3rd and 2. Getting pressured. Looking. Throws. Incomplete. 4th down. 17 seconds left. Say hablo español, yeah. Slovakian accent. Jamaican accent I would work, yeah. Yeah, something like that. Something like nobody would know, you know? Be cool. And then it said somebody said, hey, where did you learn that? There's only like 50 people in the whole world that know that. I banged my head. I woke up, I banged my head, and now I speak it. I blame that beer can hitting Howie's head during the parade. Yeah, I wonder, you might be right. Brazilian accent. What do they speak in Brazil? Portuguese, right? So yeah, I know something. How we'll make a move on Monday. It's going to be interesting. Phil, you look like a guy of Boston. I couldn't speak about Boston. All right, we had halftime, 13-10. I thought we'd get more points. I could speak Mark Holmes language. Oh, Dak, you're so great. Oh, Dak, you're so great. Dak doesn't throw anybody up. Dak's got the greatest arm ever. Dak this, Dak that. I'm on all fours because of Dak. I'm going to have a glizzy because of Dak. That's Mark Holmes language. They call it Mark Holmes love language. It's different Portuguese? What do you mean? Give us your best Chinese. I can't. Nah, you're going to get me in trouble, man. You're going to get me in trouble. I ain't going to do it. Howie promoted Patullo less than a week after. Well, I don't think it was Howie that promoted him. I think it was Sirianni. Mark Holmes aging faster than Jerry Jones. Yeah, I would talk to animals. I would not talk to animals. I have nothing I want to say to them. You got the pizza dude. Yeah, the Burbs. Remember that movie? Dude, I saw that movie in the theater. That's hilarious. Stick to be Italian. Change your name to Joey Bag of Donuts. Or yeah, here you go. I could do that. 500. I heard that Mark Holmes moaning Dak, and his wife hit him over the head with the pan. That's why his computer blew up? Ace Ventura, funny movie. Laurie controls the coaching hiring, not Howie. I don't know. From what we were told, Sirianni was allowed to promote his offensive coordinator. He was given permission to be able to do it. Christopher, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Philly, have you had to deal with a close friend or family member refusing to get help for mental illness? I'm in a situation and need advice. Yes. But it was, yeah, I did. And it was nothing I can do about it. There was, at the end of the day, nothing could be done. And that was really tough. They had, not Alzheimer's. I forget what it's called, but it was tough. Fargo accent. Oh yeah, Fargo accent. Yeah. Chiefs have gone to AFC Championship like 7 years in a row. I just want to win the division 2 straight years as an Eagle fan, right? Oh, it's been since 2004. Have you ever seen about? I have not, Paul. No. Yeah, dementia. I had family member. We had to deal with that. That was really tough, and there was only so much we could do. So I do know what that's like. Yeah, Jeffrey Lurie and Howie definitely gave difference to Nick after just having won Super Bowl. They weren't going to fire him or promoting KP, and if they knew, it was a mistake waiting to happen. They might have, yeah. Did you see Emmanuel Acho's breakdown of the play? I did, yeah. It was kind of really really sucked. No advice was given. Well, it's what have you mean me? What I don't know. What am I giving advice on? I thought I was asked the question. Have I ever dealt with it? Roll Philly Dog says, unrelated to the Eagles, but I'm tired of hearing Myles Garrett bitching about not winning. You had your shot to get out, and you decided to take the bag. You want to win, come to Philly. Exactly. Exactly right. Isn't it very prevalent? I don't know, maybe, but it wasn't. It wasn't. They didn't live here. Do you all know dementia is due? No, but that wouldn't. That would make sense. That would make sense. Eagles looked foolish, tush push. Yeah, that was kind of bad. But at the tail end, he said, "Any advice?" I brought up. Oh, well. I mean, it's a hard situation. All I can say is be patient and do everything you possibly can do to protect the person. I mean, it's hard when you don't know the specifics of what somebody's going through, and then to share what I went through or my family went through. It's hard. I mean, it's hard to share it on here. Yeah, I'll say if you want advice, send me an email. I'll be more than happy to give it, especially if I have a context of what I'm giving advice on. Chiefs will find a way to lose this game. I'm afraid you might be right. You got to keep encouraging, yeah, but it's hard because there's only so much, especially legally, you could do. It's tough. You just got to continue to be there and help and be on call and be ready to go, and not take offense to it, and not get and not hold grudges or not get offended. It's a lot of stuff. But like I said, I'd have to, send me an email, Mouse. I'll talk to you about it. I'll even call you if you want. Twit says, you gotta wait until you're ready to change. You couldn't tell me shit when I was younger. Had to touch the stove a few times to learn. That's true. Yeah, my great grand died in '94. Had it for years. Yeah. You ever had your granny looking at you with a blank stare while standing next to you in bed in dark Philly at 2 a.m., having to walk her back into the room? Now, I never had it that, but I had some other situations. 500, as long as you're not giving up on the season, we're not either. Bro, go Birds, we'll get the shit together. Of course not. We're 4-2. Dude, I won't give up on the season until they say the Eagles are eliminated from playoff contention. That would be the only way. And then even then, I'm going to be praying that there was some computer error. Commanders, I think the Commanders beat the crap out of the Bears. Cowboy fans have dementia. 49ers are still playing good despite the injuries. Yeah, I guess, but they lost. I could see us trading for Denzel Ward still, but this midseason trades never work. They very rarely work, but, that doesn't mean you got to take a chance, Baltimore Ravens have the first pick and the 23. They might. Dude, I picked them to go to the Super Bowl. I picked the Ravens to go to the Super Bowl, and they're 1-5. Well, how does it be the motor that drives? I don't know. What do you mean? You have to slow up commands when dealing with people with dementia. They have process when they are saying, give them some focus on and continue to talking them about any delusions they have. It is. And it's really bad when they don't believe you. It's a new stream idea, right? Cowboys are delusional, not them, right? It was Christopher asking for the advice. He originally super chatted it and just brought up your advice. I mean, like I said, you gotta be patient. You gotta continue to give yourself a try. Everything you can do, despite not feeling appreciated and oftentimes it's going ignored. But like I said, if Christopher, if it was you and you're out there, feel free to email me and I will gladly, try to give you any advice I can give. But it's very hard on here to do that. When, you got 740 people on here. I don't, there's certain things I want to say or examples, but I don't want to tell personal stories. So it's just kind of hard. The stages are crazy. Some go fast. I've seen my dad, girlfriend of 8 years ago in 6 months, every day normal. in a living place, right? I missed that game. I was asleep, woke up the Cowboys. It's a great day. Oh yeah, they choked it up. And the great thing is they're talking about how great Dak was, but the last drive when he needed to do it, when he needed to go down the field and score, he went 3 and out. I think, truth be told, I think Detroit will win this game. I'm rooting for the Chiefs though. Philly, my uncle strangled me and I was crying while doing it because I asked him if he ever killed someone during his time in Afghanistan. Never spoke to him again. Yeah, that's tough. That's real tough. Yeah, I didn't have to go anything like that dramatic, but it was tough for us. Let's see the Cats. When they come up, they're all sleeping somewhere. My email is yophilly500@yahoo.com. yophilly500@yahoo.com. I'm not trying to avoid any question. I just think that I need kind of context for like exactly what advice am I giving. My name reverted back to only speak Italian in the last 2 years, passed in April of '94, lived through Mussolini's Italy. Wow, that's something. Hey Philly, what's good, man? What's going on? I can't take another loss. I'm afraid I might get evicted from the noise ordinance. I can't take it. We ain't losing again. We ain't losing again. Still 2 games ahead of Dallas. That's true. Are we going to deal with KP for the whole season? I don't know. I think if you fire KP, right? If you fire him, then you have to promote. You have to have an intern offensive coordinator. So you have to have somebody from within that knows the playbook. You can't bring somebody from outside and try to install a new playbook. So you would have to do something like that. Or the coach has to take over the play calling, which does not excite me. The Cats are arrested from celebrating the Cowboys' loss. Yeah, where are they? Hey, Tank, come here. See if Tank comes. Tank. I don't know what happened there. That was weird. D'Angelo, what's going on? He goes, 500, how are you, brother? Hey, Philly, you were Italian. Have you seen Tulsa Kings? Yes, I am, and I have watched. I didn't watch the newest episode, but I have watched, everything up until what came out today. I love Tulsa Kings. I think it's good. I don't think it's that realistic mafia-wise, but it's entertaining. Every analysis picked the Ravens to go to Super Bowl. This might finally be the year they fire Harbaugh. Yeah, I thought they were going to too. My thought process was the 2 teams that can run the ball, I really thought teams would have a harder time stopping the run. And I thought Henry and Barkley and both teams would run in the playoffs and they would meet. But it ain't gonna work out that way. We will all get through the hard times. I just had bladder cancer 2 years ago when I was 23, and it bothers me a lot. But I just tried my best, like most. Well, oh man, I'm sorry, Ryax. I hope you're doing better, man. I know that's tough. I'm glad you're here, man. At the Chiefs, I can never root for them. I feel the same way about the Chiefs as I do the Cowboys. I can't make that connection. Like, I can't connect the Chiefs to the Cowboys. They're totally different. One's a divisional opponent in your division and conference. You play twice a year. The other team you play, what, once every 3-4 years? Except for going to Super Bowl. I definitely don't feel that way. 500, Mr. Calzone and Mr. Cannoli. Skinny Joey Merlino's nephew. Yeah, I want to go. I want to go see it. Hit that like button. It will help the Eagles. Yes. All right, we're in the 3rd quarter. I like this coach. If I was a player, he would be one of the guys I want to play for. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna destroy Giants when we play. That's the point. Yeah. The cheesesteaks are good. Yeah, that's what I heard. I want to try it. I want to try that. I also want to try Angelo's, even though Merlino says Angelo's is a rat. But I want to try it anyways. There's a handoff Pacheco, and he's going to get a first down. Hey, Philly 500, you cannot change offensive coordinators in the middle of the season. Doug Pearson is willing to come back as a consultant if asked. I agree. And if you do fire your offensive coordinator, it has to be promoted from within, and you got to stick to the same playbook, which isn't going to happen. So, yeah, you have to do it at the end of the year. I just don't want to see the Chiefs make it to the Super Bowl. Oh, I get it. See, I'm looking at it simply from, all right, Detroit is 4-1, we're 4-1. We're 4-2 now. You know, we gotta deal with them before Kansas City. There you go. There's a first down. I think we need a better corner that has competent edge. I'm pulling for Sauce Gardner or Bradley Chubb. I can't see them getting Sauce Gardner. Oh, the playbook stinks. I agree, but you can't install a whole new playbook in season. I don't think any team has done that. You know, you a Mafia guy, 500. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know what you mean by that. Like, I'm not part of it, but I like I like Mafia movies and stuff. I know all about that stuff, and I get it, you know. But I'm not a main guy, if that's what you're asking. And I'm not like a fanboy like of individual guys either. Like, not really into all that. But I like, good movies, stuff like that. I like. What if they publicly said Sirianni would take over play calling? That would scare me. Favorite horror movie? Exorcist, probably. Or does Signs count as horror? Signs, if that counts as horror. I'm not a big horror buff. Mahomes looks, throws, caught, first down up to 30. Yeah, I'm your mate guy. Yeah. Like they're like fanboys like on YouTube and stuff, like Mafia fanboys that like worship everything those guys do. And it's like, I'm not that. Go Mahomes, but I like a good Mafia movie, stuff like that. I know of people who, grew up near my family and stories I've heard like that, but that's about it, really. Yeah, Exorcist, is it really? That scared me. That was the scariest movie I ever seen when I was young. First down, Chiefs. No, we don't have a new offensive coordinator. Scarface is great, yeah. I once dated a girl who was slowly connected to father, slowly got away from it. Yeah, I hear that. Goodfellas is great. I love Goodfellas. I love all that stuff. There you go. But there's some whack jobs on YouTube like that are like they're just fanboys of like Mafia guys. It's just like weird to me. Like it's weird. Like really weird. Like I don't get it. In Italy, they do a lot of exorcisms. Yeah, that scares me. First and goal at the 9. Brown going to go end around. Touchdown. Taking it, baby. Sorry, Bubba, but I'm going to win me some money. Trust your gut, my guy, right? My uncle's trafficking out there in Mexico, and he got picked up not too long ago. That stuff is no joke. Oh yeah, they're nuts. That is no joke. Yeah, me, Ryder. You see that on YouTube? Like some of it, like I'm just like I don't understand. Like I think the history of the mob is very interesting, and all that. But like some of these guys are like fanboys of these other guys. It's like I don't know. It's just weird to me. No, it's not a big thing anymore. Blowout incoming. Looks like it. Godfather, great movie. F the Chiefs. Well, look, it helps us if they win. Jackson and Ringo are as bad as Kerry Williams. I agree. 500. I'm Nick and KP can't hack it. I do it similar to how the offensive coordinator with Peyton Manning. Just give him the formations, let him decide what to run based off. Yeah, I would. I think there's something to it. I mean, Hurts has seen how many coordinators. How many did? At what point is he just the de facto offensive coordinator for you? I agree. American Gangster, yeah. However, I think the change in the playbook, and offensive coordinators wouldn't be bad, as we fans think it would. Just have to trust it. I don't necessarily think change is bad, but I just don't know. I mean, those guys get their playbooks get installed in spring. You go through all the like OTAs, you go through minicamp, you go through training camp, they go through all that learning the systems and what they want to do. And then if you switch it, these guys all have to learn something new in season. I think it's too hard. So in at the end of the year, I think, yeah, you could do it. The movie Bronx Tales should be called Harlan Tales. It wasn't filmed in the Bronx. Oh, it was filmed in Harlem? I like that movie, though. Usual Suspects, great movie. Absolutely. You worked in a hotel where Nicky Scarfield friends used to meet. Okay, yeah. I haven't watched Mobland yet. I mean, you hear the stories, like my parents, not me, but my parents grew up in the neighborhood with all those people. So I always hear stories and they're interesting, but I just don't understand the fanboys. I just think it's weird. And they're like, I talked to this mob guy and he's my friend, and it's like, oh my God. I don't understand how people glorify organized crime groups. I get the curiosity aspect, not the glamorization aspect about it, especially if they have no connection and are fan. Yeah, I feel like you. Godfather a little overrated. Goodfellas, The Part are both better. I like Goodfellas is probably my favorite mob movie. I like Godfather Part 2 is up there though. I really like Godfather. I like Godfather 1, but I like the flashbacks in Godfather Part 2. Gotti original in the 90s was with on HBO, right? Yes. It had a lot of the guys that were in The Sopranos. That was really good. That was really good. The Travolta one stunk. Yeah, I love Bronx Tale too. 10 points is not a lot, Arthur. It's not a lot for them. They can make up quick. I mean, they've really moved the ball fairly well. And Detroit going to get a couple. Gibbs. Goodfellas is top tier material. It is good, yeah. I didn't like Black Mass the first time I watched it. Then I rewatched it. And then I started to like it. I like it now. Sopranos is the best. Sopranos would literally be my number one show ever if I liked the ending. But I didn't like the ending. Goodfellas great. Whitey Bulger story is great. It is. He's a nut, Whitey Bulger. Yeah, the Gotti original in the 90s. I'm trying to. There's it Armand Asante, I think. Is that his name? Armand Asante played John Gotti. That was really good. No hair loss was stretched. I have no hair loss. I have none of my hair. 3rd and 30. Or 3rd and 3. Why did I say 3rd and 30? Goff got it. First down. Goodfellas good. I hate when they kill Pesci, right? Yeah, I like Casino. I like Goodfellas more, but I like Casino. So do you watch serial killer movies? Oh, Jameson Williams wide open. And he's going to get the ball. They throw it to him real quick. He gets up to the 48. I mean, I watch some. I don't go out of my way to find them, but like if something on, I'll watch it. Yeah, Armand Asante. Hurts is going to continue to struggle all year because the defenses know he can't throw against zone coverage to beat the zone. You have to throw wide receivers open. You have to layer throws, and he can't. It's been his weakness. So what's the answer then? How do you go about changing? You tell him to just let loose, or what? What do you do? What do we do in this situation? Here's Gibbs going to get 2. Yeah, I like Casino. Travolta, that Gotti one was horrible. Sean Stepp, thank you for the super chat, my man. Bro, it's like Mahomes has 3 eyes and Jalen has 1 eye with glasses. Why go for the Chiefs? We're lucky to get a wild card. Lions will host either way. Because Lions are, to me, a direct threat to the Eagles. Chiefs, you only see the Chiefs if they go to Super Bowl. That's the difference. I always go for the AFC teams over the NFC teams. You know, because it helps the Eagles in the standings. Yeah, I like Departed. Departed was good. I love the ending of Departed. The old Mafia movie from 60. Which one is that? Mark's computer apparently blew up. Pulp Fiction is up there with Goodfellas. I like Pulp Fiction. Sanford and Son is one of my favorite comedies of all time. Sanford and Son was the best, dude. Red Fox was awesome. God, I wish they had shows like that today. Here's Goff. Quick throw to Williams. Nothing. On 3rd and 11, 4th down. Dude, Chiefs got this. You think the guy with the members only jacket shot Tony? No, he was dead. He was dead. We have Anur. The Lions looking pretty solid, and I'm not a fan. They're a good team. David Chase didn't want to show Tony's brains getting blown out from 3. Yeah, I know that later when it came out and he talked about it, but for years I had no clue. I was like, what happened? I was like, the show went off, the satellite went out. Yeah, I didn't like it. Hey, Philly, Nick is all about analytics. I feel you keep the playbook by hiring Doug Pearson, who is more gut-type player call. Can use a playbook and add to his feel better. I don't know. I mean, I think Doug as a consultant is fine. As an offensive coordinator, I think I would probably like to go a different route. You know? Howie has trouble picking wide receivers and cornerbacks. He let Rodgers go because he didn't think he was starting cornerback in the NFL. He thought he was more of a backup, but he thinks Adoree is Howie. Yeah, tried signing him for years. Yeah, the Isaiah Rodgers, that killed us. Killed us. The thing with Sauce Gardner is that you have to pay Quinyon Mitchell and you have to pay Cooper DeJean. I don't see a situation where they're going to pay all 3 of those guys. I did like New Jack City. The Gotti movie with John Travolta it was bad. Mobland was good in his first season with Tom Hardy and Irish Mob. Yeah, I want to see it. I haven't watched it yet. Coming to America with Eddie Murphy is hilarious. I didn't see the second one though. I've never watched Narcos. No. Rest in peace, Ray Liotta. Exactly. Makes no sense, bro. We got to go through the Lions either way, but to get the Chiefs out of here. The Chiefs, you only play the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. You will not meet the Chiefs unless you're in the Super Bowl, and that's in a neutral field. You play in a neutral field. The Lions, you have to play them head to head, right? Not to mention, you have to say if they lose tonight, you have the same record. Well, if they have a really bad record and they beat you, you would want to still have a better record than them, so you get home field advantage. So yeah, it doesn't make sense why you would root for Kansas City. Why you would root for Kansas City to lose over Detroit? You want to play Detroit in the playoffs in Philly, not in Detroit. It doesn't make sense because you got to play them head to head, but that doesn't mean you have the same record. Yeah, you want the Lions to lose. Yeah, Eagle fans should want the Lions to lose. I get the rivalry part why people hate Kansas City, but it helps the Eagles. I hate both teams. I want the tie. I don't want the tie. No, I want the Lions to go to 4-2. Buccaneers are a legitimate threat. Fortunately, we've beat them, so we've got the tiebreaker on them. But you still have to finish with a better record than them. They're 5-1. We're 4-2. So that tiebreaker don't come in unless you have the same amount of wins. I want the Lions to lose. I just don't want the Chiefs to make it to Super Bowl. They won't. Well, they might, but I don't. Yeah, that's the last thing I'm worried about. Oh, throws incomplete. You're 100%. We want the Lions to lose. Yeah. Yeah, because if let's say the Lions beat you, but you finish with one more win than the Lions, then they have to go to Philly if you meet them in the playoffs. That's what you want, you know. You don't want to play them in Detroit. My favorite sports film. Come on, Kelsey, catch it. Does Rocky count? Rocky 2? Rocky 1? I'm not putting them in order. I'm just thinking. I love Hoosiers. I think Hoosiers is great. I think Bull Durham is good. Invincible's up there. Trying to think what else. I know there's other stuff. I just can't think of it. Mahomes looks, and he's going to slide. There's not very many like football movies with the NFL. Rudy's good, yeah. Field of Dreams is good. Invincible's good. 61's great. Yeah, that was a great one. Love and Basketball. I don't think I've seen that. Miracle's good. Yeah, Friday Night Lights. Yeah, Friday Night Lights is good. It's tough. Mahomes incomplete. What the hell, Mahomes? Remember Titans good replacement? I just watched the replacements not too long ago. Philly, have you ever seen the movie The Nail with Tony Luke Jr. boxing? No. Did he rat out his family or something? Remember the Titans is good, yeah. He's got game. I've never seen that. That's crazy. I've heard of it. I've never seen it. All right, 3rd and 8. Come on, Mahomes, dropping back, getting pressured, trying to run for his life. He ain't gonna make it. He ain't gonna make it. He got hit 4 times. Dang. Yeah, the best sports movies last year's Super Bowl, right? Sandlot, yeah, that's good. I never saw Little Giants. Rocky will count. Rocky 1 and 2 are fantastic. I mean, I like them all except for the 5th one. White Man Can't Jump, the original, is great. I know they did a remake and I thought it was horrible. Feeling My Neighbors Outside. I've never heard of it. What's it called again? Nail Maker? They need to do like and I'm not talking about 10th and Wolf, but they need to do like a real Philly mafia movie. That would be awesome. Rocky is good, yeah. Tin Cup, yeah. Major League is good, yeah. I haven't watched Vision Quest, no. Waterboy's funny. Radio's good. Program is great, yeah. Invincible's good. That's a tearjerker. I cry in Invincible every time. Moneyball's good, yeah. I don't think I've seen Johnny Be Good. The Legend of I haven't watched that one. Varsity Blues. There's a ping pong one coming out. Invincible for sure. Yeah, Rudy was good too. Yeah, I like Rudy. Seabiscuit, yeah, that was good. Caddyshack. Angels in the Outfield. Jesus, a lot. So would you take the Bills against? Yeah, I would. You all failed. Rudy is the best. Rudy's really good. Yeah. Sandlot. I love Sandlot. Goonies not a sports movie though. I hate Space Jam. I hate Space Jam. I hate it. I think I was just too old when that came out. Oh, what's that called? Damn it. Yeah, the blind, is it called The Blind Spot or something? Blind Side. That's what you're thinking. Any Given Sunday was interesting. That's with Lawrence Taylor, right? And that's yeah, that was interesting. I did Remember the Titans, yeah. Spaceballs. They're coming out with Spaceballs too. People say him isn't very good. Yeah, I saw the ratings weren't that good on it. Silver Lining Playbook's great, yeah. I heard Rudy movie was exaggerated. It probably was to a certain level, I'm sure. But it's still good though. Independence Day is sports. Bad News Bears, yes, Bad News Bears. The original was awesome. I haven't watched Weapons yet. 6 Man, that's Arnold, right? All right. Goff throws his little screen to. Jeez. Look at Montgomery, all that room. Hey, Phil, you like mafia movies? Have you seen Oscar? It's a Stallone comedy. I saw it. Con Air is good. Chris Jones hurt. That's bad. Dude, I don't know if I could watch the Black Phone. That looked like anything like satanic or stuff like that scares me. I don't know if it is, but it looked like it. Goff looks throws. The Champ. Oh my God, I remember that. Raging Bull. Yeah. The Natural's good. Balls of Fear. I don't think I ever seen that. I just seen the John Kane documentary. Oh yeah, I wanted to see that. Just finished watching Him 500. Very good. Critics get it wrong, so they always get it wrong. I never look at what the critics say. I saw the critics score. I haven't seen the people score, but like I always look at what people are saying. Critics are always wrong, man. Goff looks, throws, caught St. Brown. Although whoever said Superman was good, I just don't agree. Brooks, thank you for super chat. He goes, "A Bronx Tale is always great." But yeah, it's a great movie. Great movie. Dude, De Niro in that movie reminds me of my dad to a T. Friday Night Lights, yeah. Yo, 500, my dad watches you a lot. Can you say shout out Motion? Shout out to Motion. Is that his name? Motion? Shout out to your dad. Goff back to pass, looks, throws, caught Brown. Moves back to Eagles country. You celebrate wherever he goes. Maybe one day. Did you ever watch it? I haven't, no. The Bronx Tale is a story about the actor who plays Sonny. Yeah, absolutely. That's right. You're 100% correct. Goodfellas is good. Yeah, that's my favorite, probably mobster movie. Here's Williams on going to get end around first down. They're going right down the field, man. Above the rim is I've never seen that. What was the sports movie with Shaq? Damn it! I wanted to watch that. I can't remember. Something to do with like basketball. He's a college basketball player. Nick Nolte's in it. Damn, I can't remember what that movie is. I haven't seen it forever. I wanted to watch it, but I can't remember what it's called. I don't remember what it was called. Goff back to pass, looks, throws. Montgomery going to get first down to 9, 8, 7-yard line. Blue chips, that's it. Yes, I'm going to have to rent that. I've been going through this weird phase where I'm like trying to watch all these movies like I grew up on that I can't remember, I haven't seen in a long time. And I wanted to see that. I can't remember. I remember Kazan, yeah. Blue chips, that's right. I got to watch that. Jesus Shuttleworth, I don't know. Role models, that's not a sports movie. I think Hoosiers has got to be up there too. The program was, program's all right. Google exists, I know. But I get weird, like, I'm like, what's that movie? And it's like, I'm like, I don't want to look it up. I got to remember myself. I need to hit myself in the head. Maybe I'll become a genius. Catch Me If You Can is good, yeah. He's got game. I never saw that one. Cool Runnings, that's the Olympic, right, where they're trying to do the bobsled. Karate Kid movies were great. Yeah, except for the last one. Now's You Can't Leave, yeah. Program is the best football. They don't have, like, NFL, like, movies, right? Except for, like, Invincible, maybe? He got game. I never saw that one. I like Silver Linings Playbook. Because it's Eagles related. I don't care about all the other stuff, and he's got to learn to dance. Give a shit about that. I just like the Eagles stuff. The Fighter's good, yeah. I heard they were going to do that. 42 is great. The whole thing with Mickey Mantle, right? And Maris. Yeah, that was really good. The Eagles fan, thank you and welcome to Dingbat Nation. Thank you for joining. Lucas. Dude, did you hear about that shit on Lucas? Lucas was I remember that. It was like good 80s movie. But did you hear what like he said Charlie Sheen did to him? I don't know if it's true or whatever, but man, it's some salacious stuff. Rocky is great, yeah. Favorite movie of all time, I love Scarface. 500. I got a question. I'm not saying I want to at all, real. But would you trade Max Crosby for? No, I'm not trading AJ Brown. I have no interest in that. 80s BMX called Rad. Oh my god, I remember that. Yes. North Dallas 40. I've heard of that. Necessary Roughness. Yeah. Ricky Bobby's funny. Yeah, I mean Rocky's classic. Rocky and Rocky 2 are just great. Goff looks, throws. St. Brown. Placements is good, yeah, funny. Concussion is another NFL-related film. I never saw it. Dak was 5 for 9 in the fourth quarter for 47 yards, no touchdown. So it wasn't just the defense fault today. Dak freaking sucks in crunch time, Philly. Tell that, Mark. Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, what did he do? He's moving the ball all day long. Then it comes down to that last drive he needs. And he goes, what, 3 now? He stinks it up. You're right, he choked. Yeah, I like Rudy. Enter the Dragon. Good. Goff. What a catch by Laporta. Did you see that catch? Wow. Holy crap. What a catch that was. I cannot believe that. Let's see. 1. Oh, wow. What a catch. What a catch by Laporta. That's a hell of a catch. It's great coverage. That was a hell of a catch. Yeah, Blow is a great movie. Oh, 42 was Jackie Robinson. Okay, yeah, that was good too. That was good. And then I think I'm thinking of 61. Dude, that stuff, I heard about that a couple months ago when they were talking about that kid said, holy crap, about Lucas. Damn, poor Lucas. Kings of New York, yeah. Yeah, I know. I've seen that, Nathan. Who remembers the movie Disorderlies? It sounds familiar. Yeah, Blue Chip. I want to watch that. Yeah, I watch Draft Day every year on Draft Eve. I watch Draft Day. It's my thing. I watch every eve of the draft. I watch it. It's ridiculous the amount of trades. He gives like 5 second-round picks for a first, like top 5 pick or some top 10. Snatch is great. Original Warriors. I didn't see that. I definitely have a little bit of jealousy towards the creativity of it. Just saw a whole Eagles-Cowboys game from the 90s. And damn, Philly, those games were different from today. Crazy. Oh, yeah, man. Those were awesome. Carlito's Way, yes. No Holds Barred. I don't think I've seen that. Classic horror movies, Catch, Christine, and Poltergeist. I've seen Poltergeist, not Christine. Yeah, Roadhouse. You guys are throwing all these movies. What about Red Dawn? I love Red Dawn. Rambo 1 to 3. Yeah, even though, you know what? I watched I don't know if it was the last Rambo, but I watched a recently done Rambo where he's got to go to, like, find the kidnapped girl. Holy crap, that was really friggin' good. That throw right there never throws. That's a hell of a throw. If I wanted that catch right there, that throw by Goff, I don't think Jalen throws that ball. That's where he has to. Yeah, he won't throw it. Yeah, I agree with you there. He won't throw that. He won't do it. The Fat Boys. It sounds familiar. I'm ready to go at Mark. Yes, you ain't kidding. Space Jam, the new one. I didn't like the other one. You know, Anger Management That was hilarious with the crazy Philly fan. I gotta admit that was kind of funny. That was kind of funny. And he's like telling Iverson, "You gotta slam that shit." That kind of cracked me up. Yeah, anger management was great. Exorcist scared the hell out of me too. You gotta dunk that shit. That was hilarious. The thing with the Exorcist was, if you go down to like Georgetown in DC, like you go down there, those steps are there. I used to drive by those all the time. That freaked me out. Phil, you're a fan of the Friday Nightmares on Elm Street? Nah, I hated those shows. I just thought they were dumb, you know? Like they weren't scary to me. I thought they were just dumb. And then, nowadays the horror shows they scare the hell out of me. I don't remember No Holds Barred. It vaguely sounds familiar. The Ring, yeah. I haven't watched any of the John Wicks yet. Leave It to Beaver. Yes. Oh, I missed one? Oh, wow, they hit Mahomes late? Let me see. Oh, Carlos, thank you for the super chat, man. I'm sorry I missed this. No Holds Barred, old wrestling movie with Hulk Hogan. I never saw it. I don't think I've ever seen it. I don't think I ever saw it. But thank you for super chat. I'm sorry I missed it. Scariest movie was Orphanage. Never saw it. Yeah, we're streaming tomorrow. I'll be streaming the beginning of the first game, which is like at 7, and then I'll switch it over. So I'll be on early. Worthy goes a couple. I won't do a morning stream, but I will be. I'm gonna get up and go to work early so I can get back early. Tales of the Crypt. I remember that. Alfred Justice Stevenson. How come Steven Seagal never gets hit though? Like you ever notice? Like why he never gets hit? No, I've never seen it. Or at least I don't remember it. Mahomes looks, throws, caught. Worthy still on his feet, cuts it back. Here you go. My wife is laughing at me because you know what I was watching the other day? I'm watching these old 80 movies. I was watching Flight of the Navigator. Do you guys remember Flight of the Navigator and Cloak and Dagger? I love those shows even to this day. Tales from the Hood. I seen that. Weird Science, yes. Never saw Pet Cemetery. American Pie, I saw, yes. I saw that in the theater. That movie is shit. Which one? Airplane's funny. There's a little pass of juju up to 1920. I put on a new Naked Gun. I don't know. I like the old one better. Do you remember USA Up All Night with Rhonda and Godfrey? No, I don't remember that. What is that? Truman Show? Yeah, interesting. Tyson hits Seagal. Hollywood Nights. Don't remember. Chiefs get ready to score again. They score again, the game's over. Philly, my girl broke up with me, but she said she'd get back with me if I paid $120 a month. I'm 21, working my ass off to pay for her now. I finally get to relax and watch you after a long day, man. Cheers. Well, cheers to you, Mikey. Are you okay, man? You're paying her $120. I ain't gonna get. I don't want to say. I don't wanna overstep my boundary. But cheers, man. I'm glad you're here. I just don't kill yourself, man. Remember Toy with Richard Pryor. Great movie. Up All Night was USA Network. Is that like the like? I think I know what you're talking about. Like not not very child friendly like crap, right? Yeah, I think I remember. Yeah, just getting by. It's tough, man. It's tough. Just keep on. She's worth it. She better appreciate you. Pacheco down to the 3. Over the top. Yes. And he's driving the truck and he tells his kid, "You think you could do this?" Yeah, I like that movie. I put on Airplane on the prime of 14-year-old. I was shocked when I didn't remember the live stewards flashing the pilots when he leaves. Yeah, I know. It's not like child friendly. Save the Last Dance. Don't remember that. The Escort Brother. Never heard of that show. The Angry Beef. No, I don't know any of that. Richard Pryor, The Toy. Yeah, great movie. Mahomes throws it away on 2nd and goal. His girl gonna moonwalk that ass. There are people that have Shazam on VHS and play it. Are you talking about Shazam with that like isn't a thing but everybody remembers? I think I know what you're talking about. I've been watching How the Hell Are the Lions Losing when Goff has only missed 3 passes. They're not scoring touchdowns. You gotta punch those things in. 3rd and goal. Mahomes is huge. Mahomes throws, caught, touchdown. Wow. Chiefs need it. Oh, wrong one. Caddyshack is great, yeah. House Cat celebrates 18 months of membership. Thank you so much. When will the rings be available again? My bud wants one. I have to find out and ask them. I was told that they weren't taken anymore, but I have to ask. We want the Chiefs to win, right? Yeah. Hey, Philly 500, here's a must-watch list or rewatch. The Rock, Crimson Tide, John Q. Training Day, Broken Arrow, Face Off, The Pursuit of Happiness, The Hunt for Red October. Yeah, I've seen all of those and they're all good. Just saying, Eagles could turn this around. Casey was about done. I agree. We're in this thing still. Yeah. Stallone Over the Top is a great movie. I just bought that movie. I'm telling you, I've been watching like old 80s shows. I watched Cloak and Dagger. You guys probably don't remember that. Moni, you probably don't even know what that is. And then I watched Flight of the Navigator, which was like prime Disney back in the day. My favorite movie quote, act like a man, from The Godfather. Act like a man. My cousin Vinny's hilarious. I've never watched Toxic Avenger. War Games is good, yeah. Cobra is underrated, yeah. Mean Streets, yeah. greatest movie of all time. Top Gun Maverick is better than the first Top Gun, in my opinion. What is this? Devil in Disguise? See, that sounds scary. Airwolf's great show. This thing comes down and he shoots. Yeah, that was badass. Yeah, Cloak and Dagger, the CI video game. Remember that with the kid and the old lady with two fingers, all freaky? I watched some old westerns, yeah. My favorite westerns would be Tombstone and Unforgiven. Yeah. Cloak and Dagger with Dabney Coleman about Elliot from E.T. being into spy espionage and involved. Yeah, that's it. That movie was great. Rain Man was good. Just about 6'2". Tango and Cash is good. Last Dragon, Lord of War. Philly 500 old Halloween classics. Do you remember The Witch's Night Out? I don't. The Shining freaks me out. Yeah. The Man Who Shot. I never saw that one. Yippee-Ki-Yay is a good one. Yeah. Fight Club is good. Funny Form. Man, you guys are bringing out the movies today. 310 to Yuma isn't really old, but it's good. Tombstone is good. Yeah, 310 Yuma is good. Isn't that a remake, though? Was that a remake? I haven't watched Pale Rider. At least I don't remember. The Last Starfighter. Remember that? Flight of the Navigator with the kid who finds the silver spaceship. Yes. Remember he falls in the ravine? And he falls in there trying to get his brother who's walking home from his friend's house. He falls in the ravine, gets up, goes back to his house, and he tries to open the door. He can't get in. Knocks on the door. A lady answers, and it's not his parents. And he goes in the house looking for his family, and it's like it's the house is totally redesigned, and it's like he finds out he was missing for 8 years, and he don't know what happened to him. What a great movie. That's my shit. There's a Pass of St. Brown. I watched that again, and I'm like, oh, I'm 50 years old. I'm not going to like it. I loved it. The Goonies is great. Dude, they should redo Flight of the Navigator. They should redo it. Morgan Holmes, I don't know. You needed one. That's a great question, man. I don't have an answer. Well, let's find you. Where the hell are you? 27-17. Goff. Oh, Goff sacked. You got done watching the Goonies. Goonies is great. Last Starfighter is good. The Usual Suspects good. I've never seen Living Dead. They Live is awesome. That probably is the best quote. You know, what is it? Someone chewing bubblegum and kicking ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum. Something like that. I forget how it went. Yeah, Flight of the Navigator. I just watched it. Did he fumble the ball? Thin Red Line sounds familiar. Equilibrium ahead of his time. Future is... trying to think if I've seen that one. Apocalypse Now, yeah. Goonies are great, but you can never find the original anymore. They have uploaded version with all the extra shit like the giant octopus. Yeah, you're right. Blazing Saddles. Over the Top Stallone, yeah. Yeah, that's a quote. It's in a Duke Nukem game, too. Yeah. That's from the movie. We have a Black Friday game any year. Yeah, I hate that I have to do it on Black Friday, but that's fine. I mean, I think with Chicago, we'll be fine. Look, darling, Johnny Ringo, the deadliest pistolier since Wild Bill, they say. What do you think, darling? Should I hate him? You don't even know him. No, it's true, I don't know him. But there's something about him, something around the eyes. Nope, that's it. I hate him. And then so he's drunk. Vino Veritas. Agi quid agis. And then you get an old Latin thing. I love it. Game over, yeah. The shootout in Heat is friggin' badass, dude. Back to school. Yeah, I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of gum. That may be the best movie quote. Although I still like when Godfather smacks that dude and says, act like a man. I think today's world, we need people, we need that quote to be playing on loop. Watch The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. All right, I'll have to check it out. They live is real life, right? Yeah, they said Spaceball 2's coming. Gremlins all right. They live is so timely, really. It really is. Copland was surprisingly good, yeah. Matrix is real life. So I'm so glad you called me about the AJ trade bullshit. Yeah, it had to be said. Tears of the Sun. Is that with Bruce Willis? Am I thinking of the right thing? The Handyman. I don't remember that. Gremlins used to scare the shit out of me as a kid. Yeah. My little kittens remind me of the Gremlins, like before they're Gremlins. Where is the kitties? Hey, Tank. Come here, Tank. Where you at? Lost Boys a classic for this. Yeah, I watch Lost Boys every Halloween. Like, to me, that's not overly horror, but it's still horror. Close Encounters of the Third Kind is great. Menace to Society while drinking your orange juice, yeah. Blazing Saddles, yep. Blank Man. My top favorite, I don't even know. Top favorite actors of all time? Man, I don't even know. I have to think about. I couldn't answer right now. The problem is there's some actors that like I have like over time I'm starting to hate them because of their personalities. So I gotta like step that aside. I'd have to think about it. I like Harrison Ford. Pacheco goes for nothing. Demolition Man was awesome. It was good. My wife will not watch that with me. E.T., yeah. Pumpkinhead. It's with a girl, right? There's a girl actress in that, I think. I'm not sure if I remember that one. Denzel Washington's great, yeah. Yeah, Denzel would probably have to be my favorite. Heat was good. Rock is great. I want him to redo Flight of the Navigator. I love that movie. Third or short, Kelsey, they're going to win this game. The Eagles are one loss by Washington away from getting out of this week. If Washington loses tomorrow, we're getting out pretty much unscathed. Stand By Me is great. Inside Man, pause. But that's a great movie. Denzel's one of the best. Thanks for your acting abilities. Yeah, Denzel's awesome. There's no doubt about it. I was glad Don't Be Mess South Central Dry Drink. No, I watch. It's hilarious. I used to watch that. I've never seen Child's Play. Yeah. Moving Violations, don't remember. Samuel L. Jackson's awesome. Goosebumps. My kids got it. I never watched that. Johnny Q, yes. Insidious. I don't think I've watched that. Fumble coming up. Men of Honor. It sounds familiar, but I can't remember. Being John Malkovich. I never saw that, but I'll tell you what. In the Line of Fire, with him and what's his face? Where he's the Secret Service. He's trying to kill the president. Dude, that movie was great. The Saint. I think I remember that. Paranormal Activity. I can't watch that, dude. I watched that movie, and then all of a sudden these birds were flying into my house in Florida. I said, it's because of the movie. Blair Witch Project. I know people who actually were involved in making that. I know the old man at the beginning of the movie where they're asking him. He got paid on the spot to do that scene. But Hunt, go first down, is running his clock out. Yeah, 7's good. What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? Yeah, Enemy State's good. Toy Soldiers. Don't remember. Classic Comedy Strikes with Bill Murray, John Candy. Oh, yeah. Up your apple. Jane and Bob, Silent Bob Strike Again. Mallrats, the original Mallrats is great. 5, what's the worst movie you ever saw? No, it's The Last Jedi. I believe The Last Jedi may be single-handedly the most horrible movie that ever was made. Something About Mary's great. Dogma, yeah. Yeah, Brad Pitt, yeah. I just watched Enemy State a month ago. Good movie. It is good. Dutch with Ed. Fight Club, Snatch. I like those, yeah. I never saw Movie Violations. Toy Soldiers. Mallrats. Idiocracy. I don't think I saw that one. My mom helped the guy create the name of the movie called Eight-Legged Freaks. It's Scarlet. Oh, okay. I've heard of it, yeah. Born Identity, yeah. Knight Rider, the TV show. Dun 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 dun. Yeah. I always thought I was gonna get Kit. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Yeah, Thanksgiving I watch it. I have a lot of seasonal movies that I watch, like Draft. Yeah, Draft Day on night before the draft. Lost Boys Halloween. Thanksgiving's definitely Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. 4th of July, Jaws, or Memorial Day. I haven't watched Pacific Rim. Rat Race sounds familiar. Toxic Avenger, never saw that. Sleepy Hollow, yeah, Sleepy Hollow. Yes, you're right. Rules of Engagement. Me, Myself, and Irene. Dude, that movie's hilarious. I don't think they could make a movie like that nowadays. It's so politically incorrect. It's great. There are 2 issues on play calling and trenches on both sides. 4 and 5 on offensive line were playing hurt and hurts coach's mindset. Carter on D was hurt since week 2, and he's best guy on our defense. D goes as he does. He's definitely hurt. Conspiracy Theory's good. Mission Impossible. I haven't watched I bought the newest one, but I haven't watched it yet. The Mission Impossibles, some of them were really good. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Yeah, starring Trevor Lawrence. Professional. $1 Million Baby. Did you ever see the $1 Million Baby parody that Always Sunny in Philly did? That was hilarious. Four Brothers. Yeah, I just watched that. That was on TV. Titanic. I just watched Four Brothers and then White Boy Rick. White Boy Rick was pretty good. What about Bob? I remember that. Yeah, Short Circuit, I remember. Training Day is great. Christmas Day, Die Hard. Christmas Day, definitely. Christmas Day for me is a Christmas story, starting at Christmas Eve. Dazed and Confused is good, yeah. Lost Boys is good, Eagles Pro. It's good. It's worth a watch. Pineapple Express is funny, yeah. Revenge of the Nerds. Oh my god. I remember that long ago. Yeah, it's pretty good. Tales from the Hood. I don't think I've seen that. Truman Show is classic. The Air Up There is great. Kevin Bacon. The Air Up There is great. I don't know if I've seen that. Yeah, Lost Boys is great. Pineapple Express, yeah. Now I think they tried. Did they try to redo Lost Boys or did like a 2 and 3? I never saw those, but the original is good. Animal House hilarious. Naked Gun great. I watched the new Naked Gun on Paramount. I put the new Naked Gun on and then the old one. So I'd watch like 5 to 10 minutes of the new one. Then I would go out and I watch 5 or 10 minutes of the old one, just to see how different it is. I would laugh at the old one and not the new one. I'm so old, dude. Fourth Kind, I can't watch that. That's with those little aliens with the beady eyes coming down and abducting. I can't do it. That shit scares me too much. See, I think the horror movies today are like different than the ones in the past. Those old ones were nothing. It was like, oh, a little horror, a little blood, whatever. No, not too scary. These new ones are like, they're all like demonic, like demons and possession, like that shit. I'm done. I'm out on that. Forget it. I have no interest in that. Pulp Fiction, good. Fire in the Sky was good. Oh, Edge of Tomorrow is really good. You know what? I think the most underrated Tom Cruise movie ever is Oblivion. I think that's such a great movie. Sandlot's good. Last Boy Scout. I don't remember that one. Unbreakable's great. Children of the Corn, yeah. See, that one's not too bad either. It's not, yeah, everything is woke now, yeah. Dances with the Wolves. I remember it, but I don't remember it. Like, I know I've seen it, I just don't remember. Firm with Tom Cruise? Night and Day with Cruise, yeah. Philly, did you know Ralphie from Christmas Story is in Will Ferrell's movie Elf? And he asked how. Yeah, I do. I did. Yeah. Mahomes sacked. 3 minutes left. You just kick a field goal and this thing's over. That's it. All you need is a field goal and this thing's done. Chiefs are back, baby. Not that I like them, but I'll take the loss. I hate Waterworld. I couldn't stand Waterworld. Ring was, yeah, it was sort of freaky. Stranger Things is better than Lost Boys. I think it's different to judge. Like Lost Boys is like a 2 hour. Yeah, I would probably agree with you. Although the problem with Stranger Things is like waiting like 5-6 years between seasons. It's like I could care less now if they come back or not. Do you ever see Don't? Is that with Leonardo DiCaprio? Yeah. Science freaks you out. Not so much like not in a way like Fourth Kind would or any of those. But Signs to me is like the build up to what you know is coming is kind of freaky. But it doesn't scare me, no. I wouldn't call that scare me. But it's also not satanic. No one saw Hackers. I don't think so. Speaking of Don't Look Up, Enemy of the State. Yeah, that was good. Longest Yard. Yeah. Matrix is good. Friday the 13th. I know Joey loves those. I could do it out. No, I haven't seen. I've seen the trailer for it, but I haven't watched it. Watch Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Okay. Michael Jackson Thriller is great. Yeah. That stuff, like, that doesn't scare me. But, like, I'm just saying, the stuff today is, like, I don't know, man. It's on another level. It freaks me out. Like, something about it just gives me bad vibes. The Burbs, yes. I mean, that was funny, you know. Unthinkable. Samuel Jackson's awesome. Rest in peace, Diana. Oh, yeah, she died. Michael Jackson, Moonwalker. Michael Jackson's great. Fallen. Oh, yeah, that's good. I tell you, one of the underrated Denzel Washington movies is the one where he's like blind in the future. That was great. Jones jumped off sides. Laporta's going to get it to the 40. Interview with Vampire is good. Super Troopers, yeah, that's funny. Yeah, Book of Eli was good. Dude, that was a surprisingly good movie. Book of Eli Ricks. Yeah. I liked that movie. Yeah, he was great in Philadelphia, yeah. Candyman, I never saw. Deja Vu was good. Yeah, he really doesn't. He really doesn't. Nothing I could think of. Goff getting hit. Goff's going to get crushed if he throws. See, that's what I'm saying. Goff will give it up. American Werewolf in London. I never watched it. Crimson Tide, yeah. All hell breaks loose if we lose to them. Currently just got fish making babies. Boy, I needed that. Currently watching you stream. Hey, light them if you got them. Indiana Jones' Temple of Doom. Yeah, it was alright. It was the worst. To me, it was the worst one out of all of them. Well, actually, no. The last one was really bad. The Crystal Skull or whatever. The guy looks like he's 95 years old running through the streets. I'm sorry, don't work. Third in the yard. Goff throws incomplete. Unstable Eric, man, thank you for super chat. He goes, if I'm Howie before a defensive back, I go back to basics and trade for a reliable edge like Hendrickson or Crosby or any disgruntled edge on a 0 or 1 win team. 1,000% agree. I agree. That's more of a precedent that they need. Agreed. Kill Bill was good, yeah. Demolition Man's great. Chiefs didn't commit a single penalty all game, not one. Yeah, that's ridiculous. That ain't happening. 4th and 1, incomplete. And that's it. That's gonna be game. Tango Cash, hilarious. How about Splice? Fucked up. Where a couple of scientists create hybrid. Oh, I don't think I saw that. But that sounds like it may be true to it. Quentin Tarantino, good. Yeah, you ever see a movie called 4 Rooms? Where it's like each hotel room is a different director directing what goes on in there. The last one with Quentin Tarantino's hilarious. I don't think he's available yet. He's got to get cleared. The Thing 1982, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. From Dusk Till Dawn is good. Yeah. That's why I still haven't watched Sinners. I want to watch Sinners because they said that it's similar. It's like kind of Dusk or Dawn feel. Yeah, Pulp Fiction is good. Although my favorite Tarantino movie is Reservoir Dogs. Yeah, Tim Roth was a character every scene that for. Yeah, that was right. He was the bellboy, and every room is a different director doing it. It was really good. Blade's good, yeah. I think they're redoing Blade. Lions are the favorites to win. Well, we'll see. We'll see how that goes now. How many snaps do you have? I don't know, but it wasn't many. Goff is amazing. Did you see him? I did. I did. Get pressure on him. Red Dawn, awesome. The remake of Red Dawn stinks, but the original, awesome. The original Red Dawn is like the junks. I love it. Heat's great. I haven't watched Dexter, no. Hey, yo, Philly, it's crazy how we hot to this point with AJ Brown. It's crazy. It is how, yeah, it is crazy. You didn't like Sinners? Yeah, I have to check it out. I heard it was like dusk till dawn. Have you watched Piranha? Also, do you consider Shark Attack movies like Jaws horror? No, I don't. I guess they technically are horror, but yeah, I would consider them horror. I guess I do like Jaws. I like Jaws 1, Jaws 2. I like all those. I think. Well, I'm talking about horror. Maybe like just this, like the satanic stuff. I don't like. I've not seen Django yet. Broken Arrow's good, yeah. 28 Days Later was good, yeah. They got a new one, right? I haven't seen it. Mobsters? I don't know. Is that the name of the movie? So can the Eagles bounce back, or is it too late to feel like they can? But then I'm sure if they can. Yeah, no, they could bounce back. The Jerk. One of the great movies. That movie's so funny, dude. That movie is great. I love that movie. Jerks was hilarious. Spawn, yeah. Sinners was good. Yeah, I have to see it. King of the Jungle, I haven't seen that. Varsity Blues, yeah. Pulp Fiction, I never heard of it. Oh, I can't watch Sharknado, dude. I tried. Like, that was just so stupid. Task episode was good tonight. Oh, I can't wait. That's what I'm watching tonight. Task, I didn't see tonight's episode, but I saw last week's. And to me, it was the best one so far, so I can't wait to see tonight's. Can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait for Stranger Things, too. Although, I forgot that it was even coming out. Jerk is tremendous. It's hilarious. Hulk Hogan or Ultimate Warrior? Probably Hogan. Although, Hogan was never my favorite. I like Junkyard Dog. That was my favorite guy growing up. Junkyard Dog, and then it turned into, I would say, fight. Yeah, fight. They're fighting. Oh, they're fighting. Fight. Kick his ass. Got some double moonwalking going. I like Junkyard Dog. I like Stone Cold. I like those guys. But Hogan was never my thing. Creed was good. I've only saw the 2. I haven't seen the other. Passion of Christ, I watch that every Easter. I make my kids watch it. Great. Philly, they fired James Franklin. Yeah, that's what I heard. Wonder what was going on. Doink the Clown? Nah, I never watched that. Damn, the Lions got their ass kicked. I love it. Lions couldn't score touchdowns. We'll take it. That helps the Eagles. Now we just need one more loss tomorrow. Yeah, Rocky's great. It was a fight, yeah. Creep Show, I never seen that. Sugar Ray Leonard was my favorite. Sugar Ray Leonard was awesome. Sugar Ray Leonard boxer, you mean? What do you think? I've seen. So far, it's okay. It's okay. Big Boss Man. We Must Be Vikings. I would say, yeah, Junkyard Dog. ECW would be Sandman and Rob Van Dam. And then I was like Stone Cold, The Rock. I liked The Rock when he was with the Nation of Domination. Yeah. Yeah, Stone Cold, my all-time favorite. Texas Tornado was growing up because he led foot, as far as I know. Gotta look that up now. Yeah. The Bushwhackers, yes. Lions have poor sportsmanship. 500 on Thanksgiving, do you listen to Alice's Restaurants by Arlo? No. Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving, the night before Thanksgiving, we'll watch Plane, Trains, and Automobiles. That's usually what I do. ECW was a block from a house in Philly. I used to go to the tapings. On that. Then we used to go to a restaurant. What was it called? Was it Engine 49? Engine 40? I can't remember the name of it. We used to go to the tapings and we used to go to the steakhouse. That was our thing. Sting was your favorite? I like Sting. I like Crow era Sting. Oh, I almost forgot. I mean, you can't forget like now I forgot his name. Damn it. Tommy Dreamer, yeah. Taz, Sandman I loved. I liked RVD. My cousin was like Tommy Dreamer. He thought he was Tommy Dreamer. He used to call himself New Jersey. Engine 49. Used to go there all the time. I love that place. And then there was like a diner or something right next to it. I don't know if it's still there. This is a long time ago. And we were there the night Frank Sinatra died. That was crazy. Yeah, Rob Van Dam. RVD, yep. Kane was good, yeah. Raven was good, yeah. I liked Raven better than Tommy Dreamer. Sabu was awesome. Hated Goldberg. I hated Goldberg. I always felt like Goldberg was like the Stone Cold Austin copy. Green Blaze, they were super chat because Lions will never win punk ass players, right? Shawn Michaels is great, yeah. Jerry the King Lawler invaded ECW, yeah. Roddy Piper. DX, yeah, they were good. It was so good back then. The New World Order, yeah, they were great. Jake the Snake. Remember when the snake bit what's his face? Yeah. Chris Benoit. I never saw Chris Benoit at ECW, no. No, I didn't see he had Parkinson. No, that's horrible. Terry Funk. Yeah, Macho Man got bit. Terry Funk won the heavyweight championship board for wire match to get ECW major publicity. Yeah, well, he was a nut. Funk, yeah, he was a nut. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Have you ever seen The Wiz with Michael Jackson, Diana Ross? I don't think so. Well, is it like? Wait, was it like kind of like the Wizard of Oz type thing? Because I think I know what you're talking about. Terry Funk is from the same time. Oh, okay. Bret Hart with the shades and leather jacket. Yeah. Andre the Giant was a monster, man. Phil, you ever watch ECW event here in Philly? Yeah, I used to go to the tapings in Philly. We used to go. Mankind was great. The Mankind Undertaker steel cage match. I watched that live. Well, not there, but I was watching on pay per view. That was crazy. Phil, you don't remember doing? It sounds familiar. Mick Foley was good. Yeah, I saw Mick Foley in ECW. He used to be there. Jericho was great. Buff Bagwell, remember that? Brat the Hitman Hart. Mick Foley and Undertaker Cage. Oh, it was tremendous. I just remember thinking he's dead. He had to die. I remember Summer Bash. I used to watch all those. Back in the Attitude Era, I watched all those. Shawn Michaels was great, yeah. ECW, ECW, EC. That place used to be nuts. That place was awesome. You watched it? Yeah, I saw that on pay-per-view. I was watching live. Can't forget Blue Brick Barber Beefcake, yeah. Exactly. It was great. Get up on the rope and double move with the ass, right? They said Andre Giant could drink 8 beers. Do you ever see a picture of him holding a regular sized beer? Like, it looks like a little, like, Dixie cup. Like, it's crazy. I remember when he did, yeah. Would you be okay, Philly, if both our offensive and defensive played well, but we still lost a close game? I would actually feel better in a lot of ways, you know? I don't like when you don't put full effort in. Mr. Perfect. Yeah. Yeah, those were great, man. Chalk one up for the bad guy. I love that guy. Marcus Buff Bagwell. Yeah. I remember it used to be like WCW Nitro would come on, and then it would run the first hour. I'd watch the first hour, and then as soon as 9 hit, I flipped it. I was watching Raw's War every time. Attitude Era was a good time to be like, oh, it was great. Anytime they had live events in DC, Baltimore, Philly, I was there. Imagine if Jim Carrey did so. That was a good movie, yeah. Ric Flair, Nature Boy, yeah. British Bulldog, Boss Man, yep. So this is perfect. Everyone we needed to lose is lost so far. I know, Nate. We just need Washington to lose tomorrow. You know? Ric Flair comes into my restaurant here in Pass Grill. Oh, that's very cool. Ric Flair, I mean, classic. Ric Flair, should I say, a.k.a. Capizzle. Rey Mysterio, yeah. Yeah, I remember Francine. Not just a typhoon and earthquake. Yeah. Carrey's your favorite actor? I liked him in that wrestling movie. Man on the Moon. We'll never see wrestling like that in terms of scripting and dialogue ever again, like we saw in Attitude Era. It's damn shame too. I know I can't watch it now. I can't watch it. You know, I just can't watch it. Eddie Guerrero, yes. Yeah, Stone Cold was made off that quote. I remember that. I got all those pay-per-views. Yeah. Edge, yeah. Kurt Angle. See, I got out. I stopped watching right around when Cena came. I was gone. I was out. When they started going to like Monday Night Raw, and then they had the Thursday show, it just started to become too much for me. Philly Marcon said the Cowboys are breaking his heart. Well, I don't know why. I mean, he knew 2 weeks ago he knew they stunk. Yeah, wrestling's ass now. There's a pick on Andre and Will Chandler pick up Arnold. Like, I know. I think I seen that. Cena was okay. Yeah, I never really watched. I was kind of out when that started. When Cena came and they went to their, you know, I was like when WWF was losing every week to WCW in the ratings. If you remember, they would lose every week, but like they had the juice. Like it was better, and it was gonna catch on, and they had They had Stone Cold. They had The Rock, who with the Nation of Dominate. Like, it started to get really good. That was peak. And then they came out with Goldberg. And he never loses. Goldberg, he never loses. I hated Goldberg. No, I got to get up early. I got to get up early. So I can be back in time for football. Stone Cold McMahon era was the best. It was. And McMahon was awesome. I'm sorry. Dude was like such a good bad guy. Rock and Sock Connection, I remember that. ECW, man. ECW was insane, dude. The tapings were insane. Sometimes you couldn't even get in. It was just too long. It was like, let's just go to Tony Luke's instead. Jericho. Yeah. Y2K. Kane was good, yeah. Amazing how both Stone Cold and Cena became huge stars by accident. Yeah. Really, I think Austin started to find himself in ECW. Because if you guys remember, like, he was like recording a bunch of promos, like, and he would just go there and bitch, and it was awesome. Goldberg and Bray had me dying. I mean, literally, like, Goldberg didn't speak. Just, dude's like, it was like 3-second match. Goldberg 48-0. And it's like, dude stinks. And he's trying to look like awesome. I mean, you know, like Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. And Scott Hall, to me, is one of my favorites of all time too, especially when he was in WWF. You know, but those guys were so much better than Goldberg. I could not get into Goldberg. I hated Goldberg. No offense, I'm sure he's a nice guy in real life, but dude, he's 49-0 and he beat Ric Flair in 3 seconds. And he had one move. Come on, dude. Like, seriously? Stunning Steve Austin, yeah. Like, Sting was great. Like, Sting with the whole crow thing. Like, dude, that was great. And the NWOs, like, I love that. That was very cool. Yeah, Commanders lose tomorrow. Yeah. The Hollywood Blondes, I do, yeah. Say hello to the bad guy. Awesome. Oh, Mankind is great. Mankind, Dude Love, yeah, he was great. And like I said, that the Mankind Undertaker Hell in a Cell match is the best ever. Ask Bret Hart, what does Bret Hart say about Goldberg? I can't imagine he liked him. I hate Goldberg. He retired Bret Hart, and we could have had more legendary matches than Bret Hart if Goldberg wasn't reckless. Goldberg just did one thing. He just speared the guy. And then he go, I couldn't stand it. Cactus Jack was my favorite Mick Foley character, too. He had Tommy Dreamer. I remember him. He was good, yeah. Him and Raven battle was great. But I liked Sandman. Sandman drinking beers. Foley was so underrated as a wrestler. He was. The guys growing up from childhood till now, Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man, Diamond Dallas Page, The Rock, Cena, Orton, hated Cena because how boring his gimmick was. Yeah, I kind of out when he came around. But I got a lot of respect for Diamond Dallas Page, man. Like, he's helped a lot of those guys, man. The NWE Revolution, yeah, it was great. All right, Logan, we'll see you, man. Disco Inferno, yeah. King Kickstand, he tripped. I don't remember who that was. Cena was corny. Cena Peacemaker is still corny. Have you played Magic? No, I never got into Magic. I had friends that would play it, and to me, I'm like, dude, I don't know what you're talking. It just sounds like dogs barking to me. I had no idea what it. I never got into it. He gave Brett a heat stroke with a botch kick. Sting was good, yeah. Without Goldberg, would get no American Nightmare and Cody stays the Blue Star. Yeah, I didn't. I was not a fan of Goldberg. The whole gimmick of Goldberg is 52-0. Yeah, God bless DDP is right, dude. He sounds like, I mean, what a great guy with all that stuff he's doing. Chris Jericho starting. Yeah, Chris Jericho is great. I liked Chris Jericho. I thought he was hilarious. Undertaker's class. I mean, how can you not like the Undertaker? You know what was great was like if you went to like a Raw like the Raw events, like once it went off the air, it continued. Like it would go on for another 15, 20 minutes. It was awesome. They ruined Goldberg. They made him unbeatable. Yeah. Razor Ramon. Yeah, Scott Hall is one of my favorite. Jericho and RVD matches were amazing. RVD was awesome. Yeah. Brock Lesnar is a beast. He broke Undertaker. Yeah, he's a physical beast for real. Yeah. I liked it back then. I tried to watch it on Netflix and I'm like, I don't know what, this sucks, dude. Like the cameras look great, but it's like, this sucks. Kane was a badass. Yeah. It's just like, and then like Hogan, like the other problem was like, I'd be watching these guys and Hogan, like, Hogan and Flair, like they were so old. They look like they had to be in their 60s. And it's like, dude, you can barely walk into the ring. Please stop wrestling. I can't believe that this guy is a champion of the world for something. He's literally 72 years old. I couldn't watch it anymore. Oh, I love Booker T. Booker T was awesome. And he should have been champ long before they made him champ. Bro, the Flyers documentary is the best. Flyers beat the Russians. Oh, yeah. It is good. Where they beat the Russians and the Russians leave the ice. Hell yeah. Yeah, Degeneration X, great. Harlem Heat. Yeah. There was some good stuff. Now it's all stink. I couldn't even name a wrestler. Like I can't even name anybody. I don't watch it. Philly was saying you'd be okay. That's cool. Yeah, I'd love to see it. Batista was after. I only know him from Guardian of the Galaxy. Hardy Boys, yeah, I remember them. They were up and coming when I kind of stopped watching. They hadn't ascended. Road Warriors, absolutely. That's interesting. It was good times, man. Good times. Ken Shamrock, yeah. Or Randy Orton, yeah. Good times. I miss it. I wish they would have stuff like that now. I'll go back and watch the old wrestling stuff. I'll go back and watch old wrestling. You and me both. I stopped watching shortly after. Also stopped wrestling. It seems like I haven't missed anything good. Yeah, I think it just kind of just got boring, Yeah, stop the disrespect, Philly. Come back. Come back to what? Wrestling? I can't get. I really try to watch it. I just can't get into it. Yeah, he was held back. Oh, was it by Hogan? Yeah, he should have been like you had this guy and he should have been the champ. Everybody knew it, and they just wouldn't go with it. And like I said, Hogan was so old looking, and Flair, like, dude, I'm sorry, they can barely move. Tony Atlas, yeah, it's really wrestling looks really bad. It looks like they got the cameras, the production. What they need is to be out there and all of a sudden, like, an Austin character just comes in and starts stone cold stunning everybody, cursing, drinking beer. Like, let's get back to it. Let's do it. I'm all about that. That's also why Steve also left the WCW and Hogan Flair killed this push. Yeah, it doesn't work when they're that old. Bischoff was horrible for WCW. Yeah, I mean, I think he did like some good things too, right? Didn't he start like getting like Nash and Hall and all those guys in? When they went to 2 shows a week, it started to really get bad. When it was one show a week and you had the build up, but when it started to get like 2 shows and then they started split like these wrestlers on Monday, these wrestlers on Thursday, I couldn't watch. Yeah, the Dudley Boys were good. Cody replaced Cena with a corny gimmick. Yeah, see, I don't really know anything about those guys. Like, I stopped watching. I probably stopped watching around, I want to say 2002, 2003, somewhere around there. Maybe even a little before. 500 the UFC 10 times better. Oh yeah, I know it is. That's no joke, the UFC. I'm going to stream one of these days. One of these days, man. One of these days, we will do it. Sheeman, yeah, see, I never watched, I don't know much about him. Just never watched those guys. Yeah, UFC, it seems like it's where it is. That's for sure. And that's real shit, you know? Anyways, guys, yeah, I don't know anything about Roman Reigns. Anyways, guys, let me thank you guys. I'm going to get out of here. I can't believe the Kittens never came out. Appreciate it. WWE looks overly scripted and too much women wrestling. Yeah, like I said, I haven't watched it. You know, at all. No, I've never heard of AEW. I don't think so. No. 4 quarters of the Chiefs getting bailed out by the refs tarnished my parlay. I'm sorry your parlay got beat. I actually had a good night. I had a good day with the Cowboys losing and then them. It worked out to me. One of these days we'll do a fight stream. All right, Donnie, you have a good night. Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'll be back tomorrow. I won't be doing a morning stream because I'm gonna be trying to get everything done so I can stream the game in the afternoon when I can get home. So you'll see me tomorrow afternoon, early evening. We'll be hanging out watching Washington. We need Washington to lose tomorrow. That if they do that, then we really get out of this week, and that's okay. No doubt about it. Oh, UFC is no joke. It is no joke. It was great hanging with you too, Tony. Appreciate it. You guys have a great night. I'm going to get out of here. God bless. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Love yous. We out. Mark's still crying. Peace.
Come on, guys.
2 minutes to go. You got plenty of time.
Come on.
Oh, shit! Dad! No!
It's over! It's over! This game is over! Cut it off! It's over!
Fuck.
Congratulations, Green Bay! Congratulations, Green Bay! Congratulations, Green Bay!
I said run the ball.
Congratulations, Green Bay! Dak Prescott, you need to be fired today! That was on you, Dad! That was on you, Dad! That was on you, Dad!
I said run the ball.
That was on Dak Prescott! Trying to feed the CeeDee Lamb! Trying to feed the CeeDee Lamb! You tried to feed the CeeDee Lamb! You got to give it to CeeDee Lamb! God! It's over! It's over, Dak! Put Trey Lance in the game. Trey Lance can't do worse than you.
I'm an idiot because I buy into this shit. I buy into this shit. Because here's the thing. I am a grown-ass man. And I talk the talk. It is killing me.
I feel it coming. I feel like it's going to take Jerry Jones taking. Cut it off. It's over.
Fuck.